But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Choo-choo.
We're leaving the station.
Yeah, yo.
Yep.
Man.
Trying to think of some noises. Yep. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I don't like saying good morning.
No?
Because it's weird.
Why?
Because I don't know who we're talking to.
I know.
After all these years, I have no idea.
It's the people in this microphone.
Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning. Well, I already said good morning when I came in the studio.
Good morning to you.
To you and yours.
The person who thinks they know us because they listen to our voices.
Yeah.
Ha ha! Voices!
Some people are all happy right now. Oh, there they are. There's my morning ritual. I just do this every day. It's what I'm used to.
I gotta tell you, I was telling the guys before the show, that Stone Cold E.T.
It's just hilarious.
Fuck. Watched it 10 times.
It's just so funny.
Sometimes it's the dumbest, simplest thing that gets you going, right?
My favorite part of it now, because I get little parts of it that are my favorite, is when he's sprinkling. He gets talking about the onions
that he wants on his
that he wants on his cheeseburger.
Yeah,
and he like makes his hand motion like he's sprinkling things into his burger.
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page, right, E-Rock? For the people that haven't seen it yet.
Yes, it is.
That fucking thing is gonna go viral.
It's only got like it had 250,000 yesterday, and it only added like maybe 30.
It squeezed 30,
30,000
40,000 overnight. But it's a new video, though. It takes a little time, right?
Is this the only place it's posted, too? It's not like anywhere else huge already?
It'll start moving around. Huh?
It has, yeah. It's been very strange because it's been sort of scattered throughout Twitter and stuff.
No,
but it's been up for almost a month.
Yeah.
It's building.
Hasn't hit yet.
Yeah. No, it's building. This thing will do very well. I like when she says to him, drive to the next window, and because he has his ET mask on, he can't really see.
He can't see.
He can't see his gear shift.
Yeah.
So he like awkwardly looks down, has to stretch his face to see through wherever the fucking eye holes
and
are.
ET head goes straight down, like to look at the shifter.
And then you see these creepy ET eyes as the car is flying forward to the next window. Fucking. It's so stupid.
It is stupid and hilarious.
That is funny though.
It really is funny.
Is that what? Like I didn't watch Stone Cold. That's kind of what he did, right?
Oh, it's a great impression.
That's a good impression.
It's really right on.
He says that's the bottom line. Open a can of whoop ass.
What?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
He's got all the fucking catchphrases.
Can you humor me and play a little bit of this?
He's got a bunch of other ones that are just not as good.
Yeah, because they're too long. I was telling Anthony, this idiot, I would love to talk to him. Quick videos.
How long are they?
Because he has a Ultimate Warrior one that's 12 minutes long. I watched the first couple minutes. I'm like, if you edited this down, it probably would be pretty good.
Yeah.
As E.T. or is it a different character?
As the Ultimate Warrior. He does a few of them.
Warrior.
Wait, who's the warrior? Like, what character is the warrior? Like,
he's just doing the warrior.
Oh, it's just him. Okay.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is the one.
Yeah, that's why it's funny, because it's got E.T. mask on.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Could you play a little bit of this?
Doesn't make sense. Could I? Would I?
This is Stone Cold E.T., and I just want to order a couple White Castles to go.
So sorry, can you repeat that again?
I said Stone Cold E.T. would like a couple cheeseburgers and maybe a drink, and I'd like to get out here as soon as possible, and that's the bottom line.
Hey, do you want to slow up? I can't understand anything you're saying, please.
Okay, you want Stone Cold E.T. to pull up what side?
Just pull up to the
The
first
little
window.
face. The
Okay.
E.T.
Watch out. He can't see the fucking
He's got to look down. And look at the eyes.
Look at his eyes as the car's flying forward.
He fucking the whole head goes.
The whole head goes straight down
Because
because
he's
he
got to
can't
see through, like, where his eyebrows are or something. I don't know.
That's funny.
For saying something.
Oh, God.
And now he's to the next window.
This is Stone Cold E.T., and I want to order a couple cheeseburgers. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold E.T. like to come to White Castle, order a couple cheeseburgers to fill me up, before I whoop some ass. Give me a hell yeah if you're down with Stone Cold E.T.
And he doesn't let them.
Oh, hell yeah!
He doesn't let the girl
Stone
talk.
Cold E.T. likes whooping ass. When Stone Cold E.T. rides a bicycle, I ride it long, I ride it hard, just like the Texas rattlesnake when he's done whooping Vince McMahon's ass. Oh, hell yeah! What'd you say, E.T.? What? What'd you say, E.T.? What? I said I want to order 2 cheeseburgers, and that's the bottom line. Because no Stone Cold
He's
loves a
going.
little White Castle burger with a little onion, with a little meat on it. There's nothing like Stone Cold Steve Austin eating those little White Castle burgers.
See,
You know Stone Cold like a little White Castle action. Well, I'm busy fighting off aliens when I'm busy beating the crap out of Will Smith in Independence Day or being him up in I Robot. Stone Cold E.T. is gonna whoop some ass. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Stone Cold E.T. is gonna whoop some ass. And that's the bottom line. Hell yeah.
He just drives away. With his ET face on. I would love to if he got T-boned because he can't see. It's a fucking wrecked.
It's a perfect Stone Cold promo.
it really
hilarious.
is great.
You think Stone Cold? He must have probably seen this and loves it.
I
I'm
hope
sure
so.
he loves it.
Is it on our Facebook page? Because people are bitching to you, Rock.
Yes, it is. I moved it back up to the top.
Oh, moved it back to the top.
E-Rock's got a little fucking. E-Rock's a little testy today.
Very
yes,
nice.
it is.
Very nice.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Stone Cold E-Rock. Oh, hell yeah.
What's this CM Punk punches fan at the end of WWE Raw?
CM, that's it.
Is this the video that the guy on Twitter sent me probably 200 times? and
I blocked that
God.
guy.
I had to block him. He's
Yeah.
spamming his stupid video.
People are dumb.
Yes.
I see your tweets. Stop. Tweet. You blocked him too?
Yeah, I had to block him because while the show was on, he just kept every second.
Was it for this video?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Give us a second.
What's the video?
He was on
Why are we doing
Raw.
a wrestling break?
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, because CM Punk punched a guy in the face and some guy dressed up as E.T. pretending to be Stone Cold.
But isn't the
And Hulk.
And
It's
the
been
Hulk.
it's a great wrestling day.
Yeah.
with that fucking weirdo Bubba with a love sponge?
Yeah.
It's
What
always
a
been.
ghoul.
Bubba's always been a strange dude. If he wants to call the show and talk about this, I'm more than willing to talk.
Oh,
But
boy.
what the fuck? Set up his friend Hulk Hogan? What the hell's that about?
I don't know.
What do you think that's about? Obviously, they're swingers, and you know, we all know swingers and shit.
Sex tape E.T.
But to set up your friend like that, what the fuck's that about, Bubba?
That's bizarre.
Did your relationship with Hulk go bad, and now you had this tape laying around? I want to know the details.
Yeah.
He's just a weird fuck. Bubba's a weird fuck. I'm sorry.
I could never watch a friend. Like, I wouldn't even like to watch a stranger fuck my chick, but a friend is too weird. Like, a friend really would freak me out. A stranger, then you could see it like pornography at least.
Well, but then he's like secretly taping as people. I would assume people. I don't know. Let's keep it with Hulk, I guess. While Hulk is fucking your wife. What is that about? So he could jerk off later? What's that about, Bubba? Tell me.
That's just fucking weird.
Are you kind of a cuckold, but you don't want to be in the room, and this is the second best thing?
cuck?
Where you film the shit, and then when everyone goes home, you get to whack your bag to it.
Oh boy!
He's just a huge wrestling fan.
Oh man, that's a big wrestling
He just
fan.
really wants to see Hulk Hogan fucking, even if it's his wife.
God,
Yeah, Bob has always been a weird dude. Never officially met him, but
that's weird.
Just over the years, just a strange dude.
Didn't he talk about that too and say, "Yeah, I like to let my friends bang my wife"? He said that, right?
All right.
Apparently,
I know that. I know there's people that are into that. Fine, we're open-minded around here. Fine if that's what you're into, but to fucking tape it and set up someone that supposedly is a good friend of yours—that's where it's fucked up.
Yeah, did you hear what he said at the end of the tape?
Did you see the whole tape?
No.
Oh, okay.
They just TMZ saw it, and TMZ said what he said. At the end of the tape, after Hogan leaves the room, he goes in, because before he said he didn't know it was being filmed. But at the end of the tape, he goes into his wife and goes, "Man, if we ever want to retire, we got this." And his wife is going, "What? You'd never do that." And
So how did the tape get out there?
Yeah, why would he leave that part in?
So obviously,
That's, yeah.
Obviously, two people know about this tape.
Yeah,
at the time.
Yeah, him and his wife, his ex-wife now know.
Is he
going
to try to claim someone stole his tape? That bullshit.
That old gag.
It is weird that he would leave that kind of damaging quote in.
Yeah, like you know what? I bet he had. This is a guess. I would guess he had showed it to people because it's like if you're a swinger and you and your wife bang different people. If Hulk fucks your chick, that's a big one. Maybe he showed that to another friend who's a swinger or someone, and someone took that, and maybe that just happened to be on the end, and he never. Because why would you leave that part where you sound like kind of a dick doing that?
Right.
You would take that out.
Do you think Hulk is still his friend?
Well, he was. I mean, he said yesterday he still was, but then
He didn't say it on our show, though.
he didn't know now.
We saw him in the bathroom, though. Said hi to
Did
him in
you
the
talk
bathroom.
to him in there? Ask
I
him
said
about
hi.
Hulk?
Just said hi.
I took a tinkle.
I want to say, remember when you used to do our show?
He's pissing out of that big thermos.
Yeah, what didn't you ask him? He would have probably known you. It might be a publicist thing.
Because
not him.
honestly, I don't care enough.
Oh, I'd love to have him on.
Yeah.
I don't care enough. Let him be a baby.
Yeah.
Whatever the problem is. He used to do our show and have a good time.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
But apparently it's like a criminal offense in Florida to record people while they're having sex without their knowledge.
Oh, yeah?
So if Bubba on the tape says, "Oh, I can retire on this," then he must have known it was recording.
Right.
And if Hogan really didn't know, you would think that would mean Bubba could be in trouble
convicted.
for that. Yeah, maybe.
So where's the audio of Hulk talking about this?
I give you the CD. That's him talking to TMZ Live. Called into TMZ because they're the ones who saw the whole tape.
All right.
Bubba or Hulk called it?
Hulk called in.
Did they all have their coffee drinks with their big straws?
Yeah, were they all laughing, leaning over the thing?
Right. The one in their cubicles.
I'd like
and chairs.
that. I'd like that show for 2 days.
You know, TMZ is really like
We kind of know some TMZ guys, so I should shut up.
No, and they're cool guys, and what they do is I heard a lot
the
of times,
guys that collect this stuff are very cool, but it's just the coffee drinking
The
douche.
presentation
Harvey Levin.
of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harvey.
a lot of times I heard if you don't want to talk, they really won't bother you. Like most times they talk to people, the people want to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's not as sabotaging as it seems sometimes. Harvey Levin just doesn't present it right because he smiles too much.
Yeah.
Oh, because he loves it.
I hate it.
He loves
Where's
getting
Doug
into-
Llewellyn, pal?
He loves everyone's dirty laundry. He just bathes in dirty laundry and
He loves
sniffs
it.
it. He sniffs dirty laundry.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get enough of it.
He eats,
loves it.
shits, and breathes dirty laundry.
He loves it.
Gets that big fucking iced coffee drink with a straw. Sips away as he gets into everyone's dirty laundry.
Yeah, I bet you he wakes up every day and goes, "Ooh, there's going to be some good invasions of privacy today."
Yeah, it's going to dish some dirt today.
Hopefully we get a racing stripe today. A nice dark racing stripe. Maybe some period blood in the laundry.
Nice
Ghoul.
filthy laundry.
Fucking ghoul.
He was the legal consultant on
People's Court.
in the People's Court.
We
He
had him
still
on.
does it.
Does he really?
He still goes out on the street and talks to the idiots.
We had him on once, and I talked about how I really liked his show because he's not bullshitting. He's basically saying, yeah, we're kind of dickbags, and here we are. We're exposing celebrities, and then he had to go, no, that's not what we do at all.
We're dickbags.
Shut up.
We're not doing that at all.
It is what you're doing, Harvey.
Yeah.
Of course it is. So Hulk was on TMZ Live. What is that? A podcast they do or something?
That's their web show.
Their web show.
Yeah.
This is the end of the tape. You leave, and Bubba comes back in the room, and Heather's on the bed. And Bubba says, I quote, "If we ever did want to retire, all we'd have to do is use this footage of him."
Oh, wow.
So I just kind of want your reaction to that. I know that this might be in one of the tapes. I can tell you 100% that is what Bubba says when you leave the room.
If that is true, I'm sick to my stomach right now
Oh, boy.
because I have gone over this with Bubba, and I don't know why someone would secretly film this. And when this first popped up, 6 or 7 months ago, it was something I was praying would go away simply because I'm accountable for it.
Sex tapes
it
never go away.
happened way before I met my current wife, Jennifer, and I was at an all-time low. I pretty much bottomed out, to tell you the truth, with
Bottomed
my
out in that
personal relationship,
woman's pussy.
with the marriage I had, and I was, at an all-time low, and I made a bad choice.
Oh, stop.
Oh, you didn't.
Don't
make a
lie.
bad
Come on.
choice.
Come
Shut
on.
up. Shut up.
These people are idiots.
Another conquest that you got under your belt.
You made
They're
a bad
Hulkster,
choice. You don't
worry.
believe that.
It's not a bad choice. You were fucking. What are you gonna?
Your marriage broke up. You were single, and
Yeah.
this is what you were doing at the time. It wasn't a bad choice. God, people.
Maybe
are
it was
just jerks.
maybe to fuck her there was the bad choice. Maybe like
Oh,
maybe
well.
you should
Right.
always go to your own space.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think he's meaning
no.
bad choice.
Oh,
even yeah.
Maybe he meant leg dropping the towers.
But he did it for us.
He did.
Let's remember that, people. I don't know why you're running away.
I know.
The Hulk was very
Crazy.
shocked because he was doing it for you.
Peeked around the corner there.
Can I see that?
Of course you can.
That
The
should just
Hulkster.
always be. That should be on the desktop.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you people going? He's hitting the towers with a chair.
That's probably my favorite one. Is the fact that he's hitting them with a chair and the chicken.
What are the other ones? Then he drop kicks one.
He's
The
got
leg
big
drop.
boot, yeah. Now he's
The big
pointing
boot.
at the pile, just
Right.
smoking,
And then,
hulking up.
and then he's doing that. Can you hear me? Shit.
Yeah.
Or he's listening for the reaction.
My favorite is the second to last one.
Yeah, he's striking
Where
his little pose.
He's in the rubble of the World Trade Center,
Yeah.
and he's celebrating,
Right.
Yeah.
expecting the cheers.
And that's why. And then the last one, he looks around the corner like, "What the fuck? Where are you guys running off to? I did this
Yeah.
for you."
I'm expecting adulation. I just
Yeah.
knocked down the World Trade Center.
There's the Hulkster. Jesus.
Look, man, it's not funny to make fun of the towers being
funny to
knocked down. All right,
Funny to make fun of Hulk,
Please.
though.
Yeah, but
Please,
imagine
it's not funny.
Imagine if Giant Hulk Hogan did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giant Hulk Hogan.
And then another clip from Hulk Hogan on this TMZ Live.
And
Hulk, did-
Attorney
did-
David
did-
Houston and I have decided since
Hulk,
Daughter
did
has
he ever
leaked-
admit to you that he taped you while you were in his room?
No, I've asked him. I said, Bubba, you are my friend, and I said this to him a few days ago.
Oh, boy.
And I still stand by this, that Bubba, you are my friend, and you're one of the only real friends I have in my life. I value your friendship.
Man.
And
Wow, you must be a shitty person. then. That's the only friend you got in your life. That's pretty pathetic.
What about Sly? He's not friends with Sly? He was in a Rocky, Rocky 2. I think.
That's a rough one, man. To be fucking that close to somebody and they
They fuck you over like
you're as comfortable there as you are at your own house.
and then you get fucked over like that.
I value your friendship. And whoever did this to me, filmed me secretly, whoever leaked this tape, I don't know what the motive is, if it's just trying to destroy me or if they're trying to make money. But if you had anything to do with this, that meant we were never friends. And that, I love you to death, and I know you have a family. And that if you did this, you need to tell me now.
So what? He's still friends with Bubba?
He doesn't
Even
know
after
the
all
whole deal
this?
yet. I think he's still trying to figure out what happened. He hasn't seen the
Obviously,
tape.
what
Yeah.
happened. Bubba had a pretty good radio career. It's been fading away slowly but surely. He was here at Sirius XM for a while,
Right.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
For a year or so.
No, he's here for
And
a few years.
then he went on to internet radio, which is not happening yet.
No.
So I bet you he's thinking to himself, I got this fucking tape, man. I could fucking get some headlines right about now.
Yep.
I missed those fucking headlines and people talking about me.
But it's more so Hulk that's getting the headlines.
Right.
I know.
He's kind of a peripheral.
Unless, you know
not
what?
really.
If he left it on there on purpose and if Bubba did release this, maybe that's why he left that on. More footage of him.
Of course.
Tied into it.
Of course.
Wow.
It's also weird that it's coming out while Hulk Hogan has something to promote.
What is he promoting?
He was already on the schedule to do shows
For
before.
what? What is he promoting?
He's promoting the TNA pay-per-view.
Oh,
Who cares?
that's just it. Who cares?
That's
So
in a
Exactly.
TV studio or
now
something,
people
isn't
care.
Yeah, that's why he's doing press though. And it just, I don't know. It's just weird that it came out right
it?
now.
You think this might be a work that everyone's in on it?
It'd be tough to imagine that, but it's a weird coincidence.
Nah, I'll tell you why.
Because Hulk, I don't think Hulk would want the world to see him all fucking naked and shit.
Or to
wouldn't
see him
think so.
answering that cell phone. Or to
Yeah.
say I'm fat, I ate like a pig. Like if that was like legit, he would. There's certain things he wouldn't have done.
What are you talking about?
Like if that like the things he
That's
said.
in the tape?
Yeah, did you see
Oh
the
yeah.
clip?
No, I
You
haven't
didn't
seen
see the.
shit.
There's a clip.
I couldn't be bothered
Oh
with
yeah.
this one.
There's a clip.
Oh.
But he says a
Did you
couple
see the clip?
things that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I didn't see the clip.
Yeah. All over.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan sex tape clip.
I was too busy watching Stone Cold ET.
Stone Cold E.T.
And people are still saying there's no Stone Cold ET on the Facebook page. E-Rock.
E-Rock.
Oh. Everyone's a fucking idiot.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
These are our fans.
Yeah, like, you treat them with kid gloves.
Respect.
Sure.
Yeah, let me see this. Mystery Man. Wait, go back. Who's the Mystery Man and what did they say?
Bubba.
It's Bubba.
Saying, I'll be in my office if you need me. Saying, like, hey, you fuck my wife. I'm going to go do some work.
I know people do this. I don't know how you do this.
Oh, my God.
I bet you Bubba was
you
watching.
leave your naked wife on a bed and you go, I'll be in another room for a while.
With naked Hulk right there.
Naked tan lines.
Ready to fuck.
You like his buns?
But that does buns of steel. That does explain if Bubba released it. That does explain why he's on the end because he's not on this part right here. It's only his voice, unless he's in the beginning of it.
All right, play that
You
again.
guys
Mystery
do
Man
your
off camera.
thing.
All right, listen, you guys do your thing. Jesus.
You guys do your thing. I'll be in my office, B.
Can't believe I should be home now. I'm here.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Hulk's just
Oh,
getting his
boy.
dick sucked. Oh, what?
Let me see. That's Nick. Hold on, the phone rings.
And the ringtone is Brooke Hogan's song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
boy.
How awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a...
They put the little musical notes up in the subtitles.
Yeah, Hulk never would have left this in if that was a work.
Oh, Hulk's getting his dick sucked.
Oh,
How
yeah.
hot is that though? Look at his mule.
Jesus, Hulk. Oh,
She's enjoying it.
oh, Jesus.
Get your clothes and get out.
I'm gone.
She's wearing a Bubba t-shirt.
Can't believe I was just eating like a pig 10 minutes ago.
So you know how long you fucked for?
Fucking roller coaster. I'm out of breath.
Oh no.
Oh,
He's in his office. Go chill out for them for a minute.
I'm gonna run home. It's supposed to be Nick at midnight. My phone rings tonight, right? She goes, this is Heather. I'm so-and-so's twin sister. She says to me, she goes, Nick says you and your wife are getting divorced. Is that true? I said, well, I don't know. She goes, well, if you're getting divorced, I want to be the first one to go out with you. The girl that Nick's dating, her twin sister, said that to me on the phone. I don't know how the fuck she got my number.
You're a hot commodity.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm out. Thank you.
thank you.
Be cool.
Be safe. Thank
Fruit,
you.
You're awesome.
So are you.
You're so good.
We'll just leave it open.
I love Hulk's yap as I get dressed banter.
Yeah, his little banter.
His get the fuck out banter.
Yeah, yeah. Holy shit. That's fucked up shit right there.
It's weird. I don't understand their world.
Yeah. He was still married, too.
Yeah, it sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's. Yeah, I don't know if it'll hurt him or not, but I wonder.
I think that's over.
Yeah,
Well,
Linda,
no, if he signed anything that said anything.
Linda
in there.
Hogan pretty much fucking destroyed.
I think he might have admitted to
Financially.
cheating, too. At the end.
Wow.
That's some fucked up shit right there.
It's fucked up, right?
Crazy.
All right. Yeah, thank you. He's like, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm leaving now.
You're awesome.
Take
So
my
are you.
big dick that was just in your mouth and gonna go home. In your pussy.
At least it was big, though.
The only problem I have is that, Bubba could have set his pal up like that.
Yeah.
Unless it's a work. I don't know. Is it a work?
No way. He don't leave you. You don't leave the phone call like thinking
Yeah.
talking about your son or that stuff. None of that stuff would stay
Jeez.
in. Mentions of his ex-wife.
It's a scumbag move.
Whole thing is really weird.
Unless it was swiped. I mean, unless he showed people, fucking snatched it one time.
Or his wife had a copy and she because it's his ex-wife now. So his ex-wife could have had a copy and given it to somebody.
Maybe, right? Or
Who
they just
knows?
took it from her. Or maybe it's Bub. You know?
So maybe she got it out there.
Yeah. Maybe literally that was just something he would jerk off to.
Yeah.
And then maybe she got it stolen from her. Maybe she had it and fucking showed somebody or whatever. Who knows? I don't usually believe in sex tapes being stolen, but
Yeah,
there's a couple things on this one that make you go like,
It's damaging.
yeah, why would they leave that in there? That just makes them look bad.
I would have suspected Macho Man Randy Savage, but he couldn't have done it this time.
And Stone Cold E.T., where was he?
Where was Stone Cold E.T. all this? Well, he's a White Castle, actually. He's getting a little cheeseburger before he beats Vince McMahon's ass.
Cheeseburger.
I'm sure we'll find out more about this in the coming days.
Yeah.
What's up with CM Punk? to finish up our dumb wrestling break.
Where he punched a fan in the face.
Wow.
Is it fake?
No.
What?
No.
Is he going to be in trouble?
I don't know. He went in the crowd. He fought Vince McMahon, he fought Vince McMahon on Raw.
Right.
And then he was running away from a guy named Ryback.
Right.
Jumped in the crowd to get away from him, but he's a heel now. So he's been, instigating things with the fans as of late. So they were all kind of shoving him while he was in the crowd, and he was kind of like had to swat him off him. And some guy kept pushing him from behind.
You don't want to do that.
And he pushed him twice, and Punk didn't know who it was. So the third time, you'll see in the video, some guy just reached up and kind of knocks him in the back of the head, and Punk turned around and punched him in the face.
Oh, shit.
Shoved him and punched him in the face so he could finish his promo with Vince.
What's this landscape mode shit?
I know.
I mean, portrait mode.
Why do people still do that?
They're idiots.
Morons.
Don't you automatically just
Yeah.
turn your fucking phone sideways?
Sideways is the best way.
It's like,
Oh my God! Not even a question.
it's so stupid to hold your phone straight up and down like
Why
an idiot.
can't the phone figure that out?
Yeah, why can't exactly? Because that's how
Why
people.
can't the phone go? Oh, okay, you're a dummy. I'm gonna film it the right way for you.
Should be an option.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it was an option, people wouldn't fucking even know how to turn it on. So, well, what if you wanted it in portrait mode?
Do you have a hard time even watching those videos? Like it's
annoying.
It fucks with your brain.
It's annoying. You're not supposed to see things in that aspect ratio.
Yeah, because your brain at this point knows there should be more on the screen.
on the sides.
Yeah, hit that.
So he gets shoved.
Shoved.
So he gets shoved twice.
And he looks back.
And then that guy knocks him in the head. Boom! Slaps him and punches him in the
Oh,
face.
nice.
That's gotta hurt.
Nice. Nah, he'll be all right. And then what
And then
happened?
continued, and then acted like nothing had happened.
Nah, he's fine. He kind of bitch slapped the guy.
Yeah, and then he turned around and belted him, though. He broke his glasses.
Did he? Good.
Yeah.
Fucking dummy poking at him.
Yeah. He's a wrestler. Like, he could beat
Yeah,
you
think
up.
he's not a man because he's fucking got a belt in his hand? Good.
Just saw on the screen that Pete Townsend is doing a tell-all book. Is he going to talk about that little incident he had?
I hope so.
And what really was going on?
The book is called Best Excuse Maker Ever.
Because it said he dishes on his bandmates. Yes. But is he going to tell the story about how he got caught with kiddie porn and
I
what the
hope
real
so.
reason was?
I hope
He got
so.
away with that one, huh?
Oh, yeah. So he skated.
I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Saying it was research for a book.
Well, here's the book. Let's see.
Yeah, here's the book. Maybe it was for this book.
Yeah. The book is called Thinking on Your Feet. How to come up with viable excuses in uncomfortable situations.
I was researching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his excuse, right?
Yes.
That he was researching a book.
Yes.
And he needed that child pornography.
I was arrested for rape once, but I said, no, I was just acting out a fantasy. This lady asked me to hit her with a brick. Oh, Pete.
Oh, good old Pete.
Good old Pete.
What else is going on, man? I know everyone's talking about the stupid Big Bird.
What, the Romney, Big Bird, fucking...
And then Obama does the commercial.
Yeah.
Which looks like an SNL skit.
It's ridiculous. There's no...
Jimmy Fallon had a really
no
funny
problem.
bit last night
Public
on
television.
PBS.
Yeah.
He played Mr. Rogers. You might want to search that out today. It's a little long.
The late Mr. Rogers, yes.
But he did a very, very good parody of that whole thing.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Making fun of PBS.
Oh, it's right up on his front page there.
Well, yeah.
Oh, let's see. All right.
Key and Peele is all new.
Shut up. Key and Peele.
What is that?
Commercials. Commercials. Oh, you're not getting anything there, Sam.
Sam, what are you doing?
Oh, boy.
Samwise Gamgee's trying to fucking
on the
turn
Jimmy
volume
Fallon
down.
page, you can't fucking skip ads.
No, you can't skip it. You can't turn it
Oh,
down.
not good.
Right there.
Not good.
Gives you a little time. It's 6 seconds.
What's Key and Peele? Is that a comedy show?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on Comedy Central.
hilarious.
Gives a fuck.
Boy.
I haven't seen it.
Full screen. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Mr. Romney's Neighborhood.
Oh.
Supposed to be Rogers.
True.
Look at the set, though.
They went off on the set and everything, huh?
They went all in. Looks exactly
It
like
really
the
does.
set. Maybe they filmed it at PBS. Maybe they have the set laying around.
He does a good stiff. Would you be mine?
Won't you be? Won't you be?
Please won't you be my neighbor?
That's pretty good. He just took the jacket off and puts on the exact same jacket.
Another jacket. That's fun.
That's pretty good.
Instead of his dumb sweater, right?
Yeah. He's got some guy shining his shoes.
I own so many homes.
Holy shit.
Ta-da. It is a beautiful day. Thank you, Manuel.
He's tipping him. Tipped him $1.
Hello, neighbor. You see this? It's called a wallet. Inside of a wallet, well, that's where money goes. Now, do you know what money is? I'm guessing no, because you're watching public television. So you don't have cable. Therefore, you're probably poor. Money is sort of like paper that you can use to buy things that you want, like toys or yachts. Now, you may be wondering, where does money come from? Well, it comes from a magical place called our parents. Oh, there's somebody at the door. I wonder who it could be. Oh, it's a good friend. Mr. Obama.
Hello, Mr. Romney.
Hello, Mr. Obama. You remember Mr. Obama, right? Last week at the debate, Mr. Obama taught us all a new word. Choke. What brings you to the neighborhood today?
That's pretty good.
Well, since my sleepy performance at the debate, Mr. Romney, my wife Michelle has insisted that I pick up some new job skills. So I'm now a mailman part-time. And, oh, look here, special delivery. October jobs report. And the unemployment numbers are down. So, in your face.
That's just wonderful.
He rips it up.
Did you know that Mr. Obama is the President of the United States? It's a very important job. You have to make big decisions, and you're in charge of a lot of people for 4 years.
Mr. Romney, I think you made a mistake. I think you mean 8 years.
You see, kids, Mr. Obama just did something called using your imagination.
Actually, if you take a look at the polls, I think you'll see that in a number of the key states...
He closes the door on him. You want to keep going, or...?
It's fun to use your imagination. You know, I love to have fun and laugh. Ha, ha, ha.
You can see the rest.
That's very funny.
Funny, though, right?
That's a really good sketch.
And I like it because he takes shots at both sides.
Yeah. Yep.
There's no agenda there. He's just fucking making fun of the whole... He's making fun of the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
By the way, JD in New York City, one of our regulars, he says, read the book. He's really pissed off. Townsend wasn't caught with anything. The police proved forensically from the hard drives of 11 computers they confiscated that he never accessed any child porn images. That's why all the charges were dropped.
Well,
Sorry.
But then why was he saying I was doing research for a book?
Yeah.
What was that about? Maybe is this guy on the phone?
It's JD, call the show. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's ever called the show. So.
Is it one of those things? Why would he say I was doing research?
Right.
Unless they have an internet history?
I don't know.
If it was nothing.
Maybe we just don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we just don't have enough details on this one, and we're
Exactly.
idiots.
Because if they say forensically he didn't have anything, does that mean that they have the trail but not the actual footage, which means that he downloaded onto an external hard drive, and they can't prove the footage exists because it's not on his computer?
Yeah.
Only the trail.
I don't know.
Just a question.
JD, do you know more?
Yeah, JD, all of a sudden you're fucking...
Do you know more?
JD. You're Steve Jobs, Mac Gates.
Did you see that Stacey Dash stuff?
I don't know what the Stacey Dash stuff is.
Stacey Dash.
To be honest with you.
She's that black white chick, or that white black chick from Clueless. You know her? She's
fine.
She's hot.
Oh, she was the...
She's black with all white features. It's amazing.
She got like blue eyes.
It's amazing. Her nose, her mouth.
She used to be really hot, right?
Everything. But look at that A.
Damn, she's in King Magazine.
That booty.
King Magazine rules.
That
Hold on, Sam. Let me see the young lady. Stop hogging all the hiney for yourself.
Any fans of King Magazine out there?
Well, now I am.
It's kind of like the black, Maxim.
Yeah. King Magazine, motherfucker.
Can we get a copy of King Magazine?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
She's more white than black, right?
Well, that apparently is the consensus among black people that are very angry with her because she tweeted that she.
Whoa, how could you be angry with her? How could you be angry with her?
Damn.
Bent all the way over.
That's a white chick with a great tan.
Yeah.
That's what that is right there.
You'd be all right with that, right?
I'd be all up in that shit.
You'd be all right with that, right?
Yeah, I'd be all ups in that shit.
Wait, she's really nude and shit?
Yeah, look at
Her
that.
career went that bad,
I didn't know she did nudes.
Well,
what are you doing, Sam?
She's like right on the edge of showing all the dirty parts.
Oh, Sam.
The dirty parts are still covered, but barely.
Yeah, her filth parts.
Her filthy parts.
Oh, yes, her dirty, dirty part.
The parts.
Whoa, is that her?
Yep.
Oh, that is her.
Wow,
Oh,
damn,
well,
motherfucker.
Well, fuck. Now she's just completely naked,
She's
leaning
totally
up
naked.
against a wall.
That's
arching her back.
That's pretty good,
And
right?
all her
Yeah.
dirty parts are exposed.
She's
the
fine.
dirty parts are the ones you got to scrub a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
It's amazing. They're the parts that are covered up all the time, but they're the dirtiest parts of all.
You know, when I take a shower, I kind of just wash my arm a little bit, but then
Yeah.
I fucking scrub my oniony bag.
Scrub-a-dub-dub, that
You scrub
junk?
your dirty parts a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
Got to wash them.
I think she's got bad tits.
Well, let me see.
She's trying her damnedest. She's doing like her shoulders are almost pinned behind her back in every shot.
Those are weird implants.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the implants that are like yeah.
Wow, she's really
You
hot.
see?
She has juicy thighs, man. She has nice fucking thighs.
She's all right. She's
Is she mixed or is she all black? Because she looks
She
very light.
has to have some white in her, right?
Yeah, is there like a white-black combination?
I don't know. Sam, you're the pro at that. You're
I wouldn't
the
mind
expert.
giving Stacey Dash a kiss.
JD wrote back, and then we'll get back
did
to
he?
Stacey Dash. I meant that I read the book. What book? The book that Townsend finally released? Is it this book that's out? Or is this another book? See, I don't even know that much. He signed up for the site to prove that credit card companies were knowingly accepting charges from sites that hosted child porn images.
Oh, he's doing his own investigating. Yeah, that's what you do.
Look,
If
you
you,
know
want
what,
to do a
JD?
story about robbing a bank, what you do is you run into a bank with a gun and you rob it.
Right.
And then you just say, no, I'm writing a book on bank robbery.
I'm sorry, JD. That is really fucking suspicious. That's
Exactly.
taking a major chance that people are going to believe you.
Really? Come on.
Wouldn't you write ahead of time, like, this is what I'm doing, and call the authorities and go, look, this is
Yeah.
why I'm doing this?
and they would say, don't do it or we're going to charge you.
Right.
No, they'd say, you're the guitarist for the Who. Stop it.
Exactly.
I don't try to fucking windmill with my guitar. Don't you investigate
That's
crime.
a stretch. He said he signed up for the site. I'm assuming it's a child porn site to prove that credit card companies were knowingly accepting charges from sites that hosted child porn images. He talks about how he was molested as a child and how it affected him.
Poor boy.
That's a stretch, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't buy
There's
that.
something really fishy about
Oh,
that.
boy.
You're in the public eye big time. You're a huge star, and you're going to just sign up for a child porn site
Yeah.
like that?
Under the name Pete Townsend.
And you're just going to assume that everyone's going to believe why you did this?
Pete Townsend of the Who, he writes in there.
That was his screen name.
Yeah.
PTOTW.
He was able to explain his way out of it, but that's a little strange,
Yeah.
in my humble opinion.
That is odd.
So what did Stacey Dash tweet at?
So Stacey Dash was tweeting how she's going to be voting for Romney, and that seems to be the future. What she thinks is best for the country. Regardless of her ideas, that's what her idea is. And the black community jumps all over her and just starts with personal attacks, calling her, race traitor, and trade her to the Caucasians for Bill Clinton. They wanted to do that, and then just some really nasty racist tweets. Black people feel that if you're black and you're not voting for Obama, that you're a race traitor, a horrible person, because they feel that you should vote for a person based solely on the color of his skin instead of the content of his character.
Well, a lot of black people still have this mentality of, if you, it's like, don't air our dirty laundry in public, and it's this clannishness or this cliquishness.
Oh, what are you saying there?
Well, CL.
Yes.
And if you go outside the mindset that you're a traitor to
Right.
the whole group, and it's very outdated thinking.
If
she probably makes a lot. Sorry, she probably makes a lot of money, and for it's probably more tax reasons than anything else.
Exactly. If you're a black person that is calling another black person a race traitor for voicing their own ideas and their separate ideas from the group, you're a hypocrite. You're a fucking hypocrite. If you don't want to, like a lot of, I've talked to people that have said, hey, don't look at us and put us in the same group as, gangbangers that are fucking killing each other. Just because a black person does something horrible doesn't mean that it's a reflection on all black people. If a white person does something, it doesn't reflect on the entire white community. We just want the same thing. Well, then you got to fucking do it the other way around, too.
Right.
If a black person wants to vote for Romney, you can't then say you're out of the group. There's this whole group mentality that is just a hypocrisy.
But isn't it true though? A lot of people just vote for presidents because of really dumb shit.
Yes,
like a lot of women voted for Kennedy because he was cute, adorable.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's just so blatant in the black community.
This is worse though.
It's so blatant,
and it's not really talked about. I mean, the media will mention it, but again, can you imagine? Again, if a white candidate said, "Don't vote for this," or you're a race traitor, or not a candidate, but a white, it would be addressed harsher. And not like, look at this. It would be addressed as, look at the tone of addressing it would be different.
If somebody got up and actually started saying, look, vote for Romney because if you're white, you got to vote for Romney because I think he'd be better for white people. I think he'd be a better president for white people. So if you're white, you should vote for him. Holy mother of fuck, you can't say that. That's crazy racist stuff to say. But black people are doing that exact thing. They're saying that it's better for black people to have a black president in office. Well, it's better for white people to have a white president. So I'm white, and I'm voting for Romney based solely on the color of his skin. There. And fuck with me now.
And I mean, a lot of people are voting for Romney because they don't want to vote for a black guy.
Right.
It's a fact.
A lot of people in this room.
A lot of white, not a lot of people in this room.
All right. One guy in this room.
But that's going on as well.
And white evangelicals do the same thing. Oh, Denver Pest. Do I hate that fucking commie cocksucker.
Who?
Denver Pest.
Oh.
But they really don't. They don't say the same. They don't.
No, it's very open and blatant. You know what the problem with a lot of conservatives are? Is their sheer honesty. And don't tell me, no, they lie, they do this. I understand what you get there. But, I mean, people just can't stand some people's ideology, especially if you're open and honest with it. It's like, this is what I believe in. Fuck you. But liberals just seem to be a lot more sneaky with things. Dishonest with their racism.
My grandmother would always say, don't be a sneaky Pete.
Oh, don't be a sneaky Pete.
Let's bring back that.
Yeah, sneaky Pete.
We don't like sneaky Petes.
No.
This is Ann Coulter on the subject.
So Stacey Dash is probably not a name everybody knows, but they know that actress.
I know
probably.
the actress. I love that movie,
right?
Clueless.
Okay, so this is just an example of what she got in response to her tweet saying, vote for Romney. You're an unemployed black woman endorsing Mitt Romney. You're voting against yourself thrice, you poor, beautiful idiot. And it went on from there. That's only, what I can read.
That's what you can read out
on
loud.
The air. And
right, that's how I found out about it that night. I got in, I started reading my Twitter feed and saw the retweets of the bile directed against her. I really admire right-wingers in Hollywood. They're doing a very brave thing. It can hurt their careers. But there is no one braver in the world than a black conservative. What they go through, as Mia Love has seen, and Alan West, and Condoleezza Rice, and Clarence Thomas, Herman Cain, the list goes on and on. Just the vicious, actually racist attacks. Not using the word Chicago or apartment, which liberals claim is racist when a Republican says it. No, the N-word we're talking about here.
Oh.
And then after putting black conservatives through this vicious hazing process, liberals turn around and taunt Republicans for not having more blacks in our party. Well, maybe if you'd stop harassing them, black people might look and see, the Republicans have a lot of ideas I like being against abortion and gay marriage, unlike the Democrat.
Amazing, yeah. What a great point. It's such blatant, open racism, and the liberals try to look at Republicans or conservatives and say that they're being racist when you mention Chicago. And you talk about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They're trying to tag racism to everything.
What was the peanut butter and jelly sandwich thing? I saw that, but
I don't know. I guess peanut butter is brown. That's
so
racist.
what's the problem? Why is that sandwich racist? How did that come about?
I don't know. The jelly side gets better jobs and higher pay.
I saw that article. That was one I just didn't feel like reading because it was such nonsense.
It is nonsense.
I probably should have read it for
It's complete
the radio
and
show,
utter
though.
nonsense, yes.
But they're trying to say peanut butter and jelly is racist?
It's racist.
It's the best sandwich you could have.
Yeah.
I'll eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich way before any other fucking type of sandwich. Even
Ties
ham and
sandwich
Swiss with a little mustard.
To white privilege.
Peanut butter and jelly is white privilege.
Yeah.
It's the cheapest sandwich you can make. What are they talking about?
Jelly sandwich.
Well,
I grew up on this shit because it was cheap.
The question is raised, what about Somali or Hispanic students who might not eat sandwiches?
Well, I still don't know what this is about.
Americans eat peanut butter and jelly.
So even mentioning it is too...
Well, it's horrible.
Is this a dumb school thing?
Yeah, it's some principal, I believe.
A principal's trying to get what?
I bet it's a principal.
Peanut butter and jelly banned at his school?
Yeah, that they're
What?
saying peanut butter and jelly.
I can't put my kid in school.
It's important.
How do you homeschool? I know Brewer's coming in here. I need to know. I'm not sending my kid to a school where they're going to try to ban a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Does Brewer homeschool?
Yeah, he homeschools.
Yeah.
What is this guy talking about? Now I'm pissed.
I think it might even be Veronice Gutierrez from the Harvey Scott K through 8 school.
Huh?
Where's this?
Used it as an example. Portland. I don't know if it's...
So this idiot is trying to say peanut butter and jelly is racist?
It's an example of a subtle form of racism in language.
Oh,
I
God.
fucking hate schools.
Yeah, dumb
Racism
I really
in
do.
language.
It's not a subtle form of racism. In
No,
language.
it's not.
It's looking for something just so you have a point to make. It's not an accurate point.
Do you realize I got just over 2 years and I got to put my kid in a school?
Wow.
And have to deal with this shit? I'm going to lose my mind.
You got to get one of them private schools.
I want a school where they still celebrate Valentine's Day, still celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day.
I don't think
They don't
so.
call it the Winter Festival. They don't call it the Halloween. What? They don't say Halloween, right? The fall fucking...
Fall thing, yeah.
The fall thing. They call it the fall thing, probably.
Awesome.
Where do I find a school where it's old school like we grew up with?
I don't know, private schools might be a little bit more.
Peanut butter and jelly's racist?
I think
It is,
so.
a little bit.
On white bread.
Yes.
I think because
That's
somebody
the only
had said,
way to eat it.
Boo for
Wonder Bread.
pumpernickel.
Right.
Pumpernickel
Well, pumpernickel stinks.
does not
Pumpernickel.
belong
Worst
mixed
bread
with
ever.
white bread.
No.
Pumpernickel, boo! Pepperidge Farm, yay!
Pumpernickel.
Worst bread ever, right?
I hate pumpernickel.
I'll tell you what I like.
Name a bread that's worse than pumpernickel.
I don't think there is one.
Thank you.
Yellow bread.
Ew.
No, I like a good piece of pumpernickel and some borscht.
Do you
When
like
dip it in there,
sourdough?
I love
Sourdough,
A good
yes.
sourdough.
Pretzel bread's the best, if you want my opinion.
Pretzel
I
bread.
like bread made with that potato shit. I don't know what it is,
Potato bread?
but something like that. I don't
Hell
know.
is that?
Do you like challah?
No, no.
Oh,
I don't-
holla,
You don't?
yo.
Or is that just a Jew thing?
Holla. Don't you like the
It's delicious.
French toast made with challah bread?
Oh yeah, then I like the challah bread.
It's delicious.
What about a good marble rye?
I don't like any word where you have to clear your throat
Yo,
and talk
bag.
at the same time.
challah?
Challah.
I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like in my bread drawer.
Yeah.
When I look and I see the pumpernickel
Yes.
working its way into the Pepperidge Farm white.
Hate that.
You know what? Pepperidge Farm worse than pumpernickel.
Yes, terrible bread.
Why do you have to cut it so fucking thin?
Thin. It's not soft either.
My mom would get the day old shit, and then the jelly would seep through my stupid Pepperidge Farm bread.
I want big
my mom
bread.
ruined the peanut butter and jelly experience.
It's so difficult. To
How do you
ruin
fuck
that.
up peanut butter and jelly? My mom did.
Oh.
She had to get the day old bread that was fucking sliced extra thin.
Plus, it was racist that you were even eating it.
Why do they slice Pepperidge Farm so fucking thin? It's
Because
stupid.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Remembers what?
Shitty bread, apparently. I like nice, fluffy Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't want to do the school bit today because it's going to drive me nuts. Because this is the point where everyone calls up and says what's happening with their kids. It's unfucking believable. Sorry that you don't have a mommy. I want my kid to fucking celebrate Mother's Day at school. You explain that shit to the kid.
Well,
Why does
it's-
everyone else have to suffer? Because everyone
Because
has
it's not inclusive, Opie. Some people don't have a
fuck
mommy.
inclusive.
Some people don't have a mommy, and they don't need to be
Guess
reminded.
What? Yeah, but when you go out in the real world, guess what? You're gonna see things aren't inclusive.
Yeah.
So why would you teach it the opposite way?
Well, due to lawsuits and things like that, everything is becoming more inclusive. That's the way it is.
So stupid. You know, yeah, there's situations out there that you got to explain to your kid. Be a parent and explain that shit.
Do you like participation trophies?
Oh,
No.
God. Do they do?
I swear to God, my kid
father-son?
will never bring home a participation trophy.
Do they do
I will tell
father-son
him,
things?
oh, it's nice they're giving you a participation trophy, but we're now going to throw that in the garbage.
Do they do that these days?
What?
Father-son things at school? Or is it
I don't
not
know.
inclusive to people that don't have dads?
I don't know.
And for two mom families, for the lesbians. Because I remember going to father-son breakfast with my dad.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was so good.
Was he hungover?
Totally fucking hungover.
Was he miserable?
Off his gourd.
You could tell he was just quickly putting in his time.
And I remember, I don't know why he got like pissed off at this, but we were driving to the father-son thing and we were late,
Yeah.
and he got lost, and didn't have fucking
GPS.
GPS
Well, it
back
was
then.
the-
No, back
well, it
then,
was the 50s.
There were no satellites up yet for GPS. And he cut like the worst gasser, the worst hungover gasser in the car, and it stunk. And then he looked over when we parked and he goes, don't mention that fart for some reason. I don't know why. But the second I walked in, all my friends that were there, I was like, my father farted in the car and it stunk. Jesus Christ.
So he ruined your special day.
Yeah, with his
With a
gasser. With his, I thought it was funny. But yeah, he was so fucking hungover though, and he was just a miserable guy at the father-son breakfast, as we all sat there with dads, and then the kid that didn't have a dad, he was there too with like his fucking uncle or something.
Wait, did the other fathers hear that he farted?
Yeah, everybody did. I was a rat. I ratted my dad out for a big stinky gasser in the Rambler.
That's great.
He had to open the fly window to air it out.
Oh my
the
God.
fly window.
You just dated yourself.
Oh, please.
Sam, you know what a fly window is, right?
You know what a fly window is, Sam?
No, I have no idea.
You fucker.
I don't know
Really?
what a fly window is.
Yeah.
No, I'm
E-Rock's
29.
nodding. Yes, he had one on his boat when he used to go to high school in Florida.
Ah.
His boat, a little fly window on the fly bridge.
See, they're coming in already. Preschool, you're not allowed to sit Indian style anymore.
It's cross-legged.
Crisscross applesauce?
Indian style. What?
That's what you learned,
Crisscross
right?
Applesauce?
No, it was
Yeah.
the very end of Indian style when I was a little boy.
Ah.
It was still Indian style when I was a kid.
But why applesauce? There are people who are allergic to it,
Oh, you're
and there's
right.
sugar added to it.
Yeah,
That's unhealthy.
exactly. It's unhealthy.
But why is it bad to tell kids to sit Indian style if that's what Indians did? Why is that bad?
Did they?
Why is it bad to point that out
Maybe they didn't really say it like
in
that.
their culture?
And Indians were tired of being misrepresented as having sat a certain way.
Exactly.
That's how they sat.
Never sit them like that. Sit them.
People are screaming at me peanut allergies, but this principal is not talking about peanut
Right,
allergies.
no, it's racism.
He's basically saying we can't have peanut butter and jelly in our school because it's considered racist.
Maybe
That's
it may be a
ridiculous.
lady principal, by the way. Veronice.
Crisscross applesauce.
You know, we
you can't
have
Eat that.
Uncrustable, those peanut butter and jelly things in the vending machines here.
Ew.
Go get me one right now.
You want one?
I'm a huge fan of those fucking things.
I won't contribute to racism.
Do they have the strawberry ones?
I think it's grape.
Grape's good too.
The whites only vending machine?
That's what it is.
that it?
That's only
Yeah.
PB and J.
That's
Have you had the Uncrustables, even though they make fake crust? Because that's how they keep everything inside.
really?
So even though they cut the crust, then the outer layer of the Uncrustables is now the
Is
crust.
crust?
Well, technically, yeah. Because
So
there's
you
no
really can
goodness
never
under
get
that.
rid of the
'Cause
crust.
They got to pinch it all the way around to keep
Yeah,
everything in.
I
So that
gotcha.
technically that becomes now the crust. It's
Yeah.
one of the problems I have with the Uncrustables.
I've been thinking about trying one from the vending machine ever since you were talking about them.
Try them; they're amazing.
Yeah.
I was buying them by the box for a while. I had to give up. I was becoming addicted to the Uncrustables. Have you had an Uncrustable?
Elliot Ness and his Uncrustables.
It brings you
I've
right
never-
back to being a kid,
I've
man.
never had that.
Anybody want to do an Uncrustable party today?
Dare I say delish?
But we punch you in the face party for mentioning that.
All right, we'll take back my statement then.
Megan, who sounds really hot, but I bet
Oh.
you she isn't, from D.C., has more in the peanut butter
Oh,
story. She's saying
wow.
we're getting it all wrong. Megan!
All right, you guys just look at a headline. You start yammering about how everyone's banning peanut butter and jelly. You don't even read anything.
Thank you for
Well,
letting people know that.
I asked Sam a few times, and that's basically the gist he gave me.
You're trusting Sam?
Hey, Miss Know-It-All,
Yeah.
what is the story then?
Exactly. Nobody said they were banning anything.
Enlighten
This
us.
principal.
Actually, no. You did say that. Opie said they're banning peanut butter and jelly. And then
He didn't say it like that,
going
though.
off to their workplaces saying, "Oh, I heard on Opie and Anthony that they're banning peanut butter."
I sure love spreading lies.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the joys of this job.
It really is. It's a treat that we get to really corrupt people's ideas.
And then you awkwardly repeat what you heard on the show to your coworkers, and they look at you like you're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that we get to do that. Go ahead, Megan. What's the story about?
The story was, I mean, you guys are not going to like this either, but the story is just that they have a program where the kids are supposed to learn about different cultures. And so one of the examples was that the kids could say to each other, "Hey, you know, in America we eat peanut butter and jelly. What do you eat in your country?"
Yeah.
That's what we said.
That's literally all it was.
So what's the problem with that? If some kids
You
eat...
sound like they're saying that peanut butter and jelly is bad, and that's not what they're saying at all. They were just using it as an example.
Well, how is it racist then?
That's my point. It's not. It's
But they're saying in the story that peanut butter and jelly is racist.
That's what I just said.
So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
because everyone started tweeting and saying that peanut butter and jelly is being used as an example of white privilege. That's literally what it is. If you read...
Yeah, but that's what we're saying.
Well,
it's being...
How is it a white privilege to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? That's a cheap sandwich. That's why we ate it growing up. I'll say that again,
Yeah,
yes.
I know, but that's not the school's fault that people twisted it into saying that. That's not what it was supposed to be.
Are you a teacher?
Yes.
Yeah, you are. You teach in D.C., huh?
Outside D.C., yeah.
Good outside or bad outside?
Good outside.
Are you still allowed to hug a kid that's kind of having a breakdown?
Oh, Uncle Paul.
Sure.
Because now they're telling teachers they're not even allowed to touch kids.
You gotta hug him. He's
wait.
crying.
Uncle Paul is at a different. Uncle Paul's touching his penis while he's
Holy shit!
I got an itch. You goddamn tattletale.
That's Uncle Jim is what it is.
Well, people know that Jimmy doesn't just do voices; he becomes the characters. I think we've explained that over the years, right?
Doesn't mean he has to rub his shaft.
He's
Why
the
not? It's
character
the
now.
helmet.
He's not Jim Norton anymore. He might have
Should be
multiple
arrested.
personalities, multiple
Might?
personalities.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, are you allowed to hug your kids still there, Megan?
Well, I teach high schoolers, so...
Ooh. You let them press their hard-ons against
Those boners
against your bottom?
pop up for any fucking reason.
on the back of your
oh,
knuckles.
look, I'm smelling a fucking new loose leaf paper. Boing.
Megan.
Oh, look at that.
Do you see boners while you're teaching?
No, I don't think they'd ever... I've never been looking for them.
Well, guys know how to fucking strap down their boners when they have to, so.
Are you one of the cool, attractive teachers?
I think so, yeah.
Are you one of the young, cool, attractive teachers? What goes on in that teacher lounge? You suck some cock?
Do you allow your... You beat me to a fuck. I was going to say, do you allow your bosoms to be on display? You show a little cleavage, do you?
Well, as I told you last time, it helps them listen better.
Oh, I told you last
see?
time. I'm a multiple caller.
So that means you, like, unbutton one extra button for the kids.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I wear tight V-neck sweaters.
Oh.
Whoa.
Are you ample?
Yes, I've told you this like every time.
We don't remember.
See, we just asked the same question.
I remember you, but I don't remember what we talked about last time.
I don't remember you. How big are your titties, madam?
Jimmy, I send you pictures of them all the time.
Oh,
You do? Could you send me another one? This way I'll know which email
Wow,
do you use.
look how Jimmy got real serious
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
I want to see your breast.
I'm just going to say my email all of a sudden.
No. What, to my email. To my email. Don't say yours. Say
And
mine.
why hasn't Jimmy showed us? Jimmy doesn't share.
He's selfish.
I don't remember him.
Jimmy's selfish with your tits.
Yeah, man.
Wait, Miss. What is my email address?
What's yours?
You could say it. Yeah.
The real Jim Norton?
At Gmail.
Yeah, but I text you also. I have your phone number.
Oh,
I know who she is. Okay, yeah.
Hamna, Ed Norton.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say your last name. It begins with a. I know exactly who you are. Okay, I didn't recognize. I didn't know this was the same person. Yes, I do.
You got any pictures, Jimmy?
I'll tell you. Maybe she emailed
Let's
them.
pop a picture up there.
Yeah, let's
Let
see
me
a picture.
see.
The last picture I have is the one that I emailed you a long time
Megan,
ago.
please tell me you don't use your real name on our show. Oh, boy. Wow, you're not a good liar.
Is it Megan?
Well, there's a lot of Megans in the world.
Yeah, huh? But none as filthy as you. Well, you're a dirty, dirty girl, aren't you?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, oh yeah, I know who she is. Yes, I just didn't recognize the name.
Let me see them beefy tits. Jesus.
Wow, Megan. The fuck?
Yeah. It's your show up. It's a your. Don't show her last name. Don't show her last name.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
No, there's no words on that.
Oh, okay.
That's just.
You want to tutor my young son?
Yeah.
Well,
on the ways of the world.
This picture is.
Damn, Megan.
You have
Not
a top
bad, right?
on. It's a white shirt.
Not bad.
Damn, Megan.
That's not too shabby.
Not bad.
Those are only for Jimmy.
No, but you're wearing a shirt in it. You have
it's
a top
all right.
on.
We're just
Yeah, man, you got one of those white tank tops on,
passing it around the studio,
and the nipples are going. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
The
I
nipples
need to poke out.
I can't be
need a
held
little more
back like this.
I need a little more fabric.
I'm a nipple, and I refuse to be held back.
Damn, Megan.
Yeah, well, I'm at school and I have to go teach now.
All right.
Yeah.
Fun. I'm futzing around with my boner over here.
All right, Megan. Have a good day. Teaching whatever you teach.
Bye, Megan.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, teach.
I just texted you.
Let's say hi to Bill in Philly real fast before we take a break. Bill.
Hey, boys, first time, long time.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a turkey?
Whack, whack.
All right, so I teach at a K through 4 school, and we were trying to have a free father-daughter dance and mother-son dance.
Oh, that sounds sick.
While we were in the beginning of the planning phase, we heard from another state that they did the same thing, and they were in the process of getting sued. So we had to cancel the free event that we were going to have for the kids.
Who was suing
Why?
them?
Well, what's the reason to sue?
Look,
Sue everyone.
Some kids just don't have mothers, and some don't have fathers. So
yeah, and you know what? That does suck.
Yeah, but that's life too.
But that is life. You're gonna have some tough shit happen to you after school.
You're going to have things that other people don't have, and other people are going to have things that you don't have, and that's life.
And then someone's gonna smack you in the head when you go, "Well, I think I should have what you have."
Right.
Because that's what they taught me in school.
It's stupid.
It is stupid. The majority has to fight back because I know I talked to enough parents now and shit, and they're all sick of it. But one or two of these people get into everyone's fucking heads, and they change all this stuff.
Exactly.
There's got to be a better way to do it.
Please.
Majority fights back, and then you figure out how to properly handle maybe the kid that doesn't have a father or a mother or has a different religion or doesn't celebrate fucking Christmas.
Zack-a-tick-a-tackling.
All right. Thanks, boys.
I want to go old school where, when we did the Pledge of Allegiance and that one kid had to stand up because his parents told him to.
Yeah.
And he had to raise his hand and go, "Oh, I got to leave the room because Mommy and Daddy told me I can't be part of this."
No one, when I was growing up, even did that because it would have been looked at like you're a fucking commie.
Oh, no, I don't remember his name, but they marched the kid out.
Really?
In grammar school every fucking day.
What was he? Jehovah's Witness or something?
Back then, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I
would assume he was sort of like Middle Eastern.
No one would have dreamt of that when I was growing up.
Oh
and
no,
going
we
to
had
school.
one.
Wow,
we absolutely had one. When you just sit there and go, "Whatever, this isn't for me," but I don't give a fuck.
I'm
enough
not going to be an outcast,
right? To stand up and make a scene.
Yeah, I don't know. We all had to fucking stand. If you didn't stand, you fucking would. Parents would hit you. My dad would hit me. The fuck are you talking about? Hey, you stand up for your fucking country, you fucking asshole. But I just wanted to be different. No, I never wanted to be different. God, did I just want to fit in.
You just want to fit in?
Oh, was I a fitting in fucking guy? I wanted to be just like everyone else. Oh, boy.
Well, I don't know what we accomplished with this first hour.
I liked it.
A lot. Plus.
I think we accomplished a fuckload.
Same thing we accomplish every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero.
Just making the people's commute a little easier, I think.
Yeah, we just want to get you to work and home from work, safe and sound with a few chuckles.
A few chuckles.
And it is hump day.
Hump day.
We're getting you over the hump.
Over the hump. Slide down the backside during the weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where's Loverboy? We're going to do Jocktober next.
All right.
I'm feeling Jocktober. We might be,
It's hinging on today,
It is, right?
I think. Yeah, today is very, very critical.
Because Scott and Todd really just pissed everyone off, and then yesterday was lackluster.
Yesterday,
maybe our performance in Jocktober was lackluster.
Maybe. It didn't fit the format yesterday, really, with the two girls and the guy, and I don't know. It's weird.
I hate Jocktober. It's all the same show.
Every this is our
year.
benchmark bit.
It's all.
You want someone else to take over Jocktober?
The same show.
Yes.
Every
People
show
look
is
forward
the
to this
same
every
show.
year.
I know, we all look forward to it, but then within a week, we're like, oh, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we got to pump some
Well,
new energy
Sam,
into the bit.
maybe
we have to find new angles in the bit.
Yeah, maybe you got to look a little deeper into these shows.
Like, for what?
Like maybe
I don't know.
maybe tape them more than 1 hour.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, maybe you don't just throw the thing on, play and record, and go out and play with your friends.
I tape full shows every day. How much time do you think I have to listen to terrible radio shows?
Apparently not much. What, 5 minutes?
Well, we're going to try Jocktober next.
Try it.
We also have guests today.
Fuck, we got Brewer coming in today. I'm very excited.
Jim
I love,
Brewer.
Love Jim Brewer.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, man.
Yes.
Fucking him and his stories, just amazing. And then Johnny Rotten.
Yes, John Lydon, a.k.a. Johnny Rotten.
Johnny Rotten.
What is
How
he
old a gentleman
promoting?
is he these days?
I don't know.
He's no punk kid no more.
No, but he wasn't that old in the Sex Pistols, so I'm going to guess he was
He's got to be 60.
20 in the Sex Pistols, so
Yeah.
born in maybe...
He's gotta be at least 60.
59. Oh, he's born in 56, I think, so...
That's
06 is 50.
So he's pushing 60.
Wow.
What'd you think of Neil Young putting
getting
your name
towards
in
60.
and his song?
All right.
What'd you think about that?
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
We better be on our best behavior because someone could lose some teeth today.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking play games.
No, he's
No,
not.
huh?
He's
No.
not a nice guy.
Is he really
No.
This could be a
Johnny
problem.
Rotten?
Yeah, it's fun, though. I watched some footage of him yesterday. He's reasonable,
Oh,
but he's just
jeez.
very entertaining.
What is he
Oh, boy.
promoting?
I don't know. I know his band, Public Limited, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Public Image?
No, Public Lim. Is it
Public Image LTD?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, Public Image. Sorry,
Public Image LTD?
Yes.
they're playing, and I know.
Oh,
that they,
give me some Public Image.
They're on tour now.
They're playing. They played in Brooklyn last night, and they're playing this Saturday in the city.
Let me.
Yeah, and in Philly tomorrow, I think.
Is this the one? Yeah. Play a little of this going in a break. We'll be back.
Could be wrong. I could be right. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be right. I could be black. I could be white. I could be right. I could be wrong. I could be white. I could be black. Your time has come. Your second skin. The cost so high. The gain so low. Walk through the valley. The written word is a lie. May the road rise with you. 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 Could be wrong. I could be right. Could be wrong. I could be right. I could be wrong, I could be right. I could be black, I could be white. I could be right, I could be wrong. I could be black, I could be white. They put a hot wire to my head 'cause of the things I didn't said. And make these feelings go away. My old citizen in every way. May the road rise with you. May the road rise with you. May the road rise with you. May the road rise with you.
Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
I love the colorful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair.
Damn, harmonizing with the Beach Boys.
Here you go.
I'm the
Oh, wait. Ah.
She's somehow closer now. Softly smile, I know she must be high.
46 years ago today. Wow. Beach Boys put out Good Vibrations.
Wow.
Very good.
Thank you. Toodly-doo. I like toodly-doo.
And Brian Wilson's no longer in the band. And they're making a big deal
Holy shit,
about
I'm
it.
dizzy now.
You all right?
Yeah, 'cause when you toodly-do, you breathe a lot.
No kidding.
Yeah. You talk to Bob about his French horn breathing exercises.
Stupid Bob and his stupid horn.
Bob was telling me he can do that continuous note where you breathe.
Oh, really?
And I asked him how you do that. He said you practice with a straw and water to I guess, keep the bubbles going. But he can blow that French horn. I know, because what I did was I grabbed him by the shirt collar and I threw him against the wall and I started yelling, Dynamite! Dinah, don't you know? Dinah, don't you know? That one. Dinah, won't you blow your horn? I roughed him up.
I'm being yelled at that my alarm doesn't go off for 20 minutes. Stop. Sorry.
Brian Wilson's no longer in the band.
Oh, no.
And they're saying there's a riff with the guys, but there's no riff with the guys. What that's about is he can't perform anymore. We all noticed that.
He's some kind of a crazy person.
Yeah, but just put him on stage.
Yes,
that's what they were. That's what they did
with a fake
That's what they should
keyboard.
keep doing.
His hands are taped to it.
The only reason to see him live is so you could at least see Brian Wilson.
But
if there's not even the illusion there.
But even
for
that
you.
was awkward because that's what they were doing for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, Al
Brian
Jardine
Wilson is fried.
Al Jardine's not going to be there either. It's Mike Love and his friends pretending to be the Beach Boys.
Oh, it's good enough though.
Mike
It's
Love and
not good
Friends.
enough.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Sing Kokomo 95 times.
But see, that's what's going on with bands. They become franchises, and it doesn't matter if there's any original members. Leonard Skinner's down to one guy.
Brian Wilson.
There's still Leonard Skinner. Huh?
But Brian Wilson's not happy about it.
He's fried. He doesn't even know what the fuck
I heard from somebody that went to one of the concerts that people were slapping around a big beach ball, like beach balls in the audience, and Brian Wilson stopped the show and made them stop fucking knocking around beach balls.
Who's freaking him out?
No,
swear. And everyone just started booing him.
And that's why Brian Wilson's no longer with the band.
Yeah.
They can't handle this
It's
anymore.
a guy a
hilarious.
break. It was freaking him out.
It was freaking him out.
Is this a true story?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. And it's like a Beach Boys show. You think beach balls, fucking, it's like a beach party, and beach balls being knocked around. And he was like, knock it off with those.
What did he think it was?
I don't know. UFOs, fucking
He doesn't need the distractions
crazy
right now.
people,
Can
Bigfoot.
Can we play another clip from the great interview that Ron Bennington did with Brian Wilson? It's
Brian
it's one of my
Wilson.
favorite things.
Listen,
Crazy
just
Brian Wilson.
Ronnie had to work really hard that day.
just sit him on stage. You don't even. He
They
doesn't even.
did that.
That's what they should be doing. If
It
they're
was
on
making
tour.
everyone sad. You don't want to be sad at a Beach Boys show.
No.
I don't
you're
want to go
supposed
to
to
a
be
Beach
happy.
Boys show that the Beach Boys aren't that.
You go to a Buffett show or a Beach Boys show to just kind of be festive.
Yeah,
and
but you want
happy.
to see the people.
And then you see this fucking zombie.
Yeah.
I want to see Brian Wilson and Al
He
Jardine.
doesn't even know he's on stage.
Not
Yeah.
stupid Mike Love wearing his own Beach Boys hat. Like it's a new band trying to spread the word.
You, having your lovely bride come out to a Beach Boys song, you have a vested interest in the Beach Boys.
Vested.
Yes. So you don't like seeing them being perverted like this.
They're bullshitting around is what Mike Love is doing.
Bullshitting around. You don't think Mike Love, though, is the real guy behind the Beach Boys?
Get the fuck out of here, Mike Love.
But
No.
he's
keeping it alive.
He's
though.
the lead guy.
If Brian Wilson was
is the Beach Boys.
Wow.
But I wish they would make Brian Wilson the leader. You would see some weird shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
He is a fucked up. He's fried, man.
He is fucked up.
Yeah, but look at what he did.
And I appreciate that.
He made some
As a
ridiculous
fan, I
music.
appreciate it.
Mike Love didn't write some of the great songs?
He wrote Kokomo.
Oh, see?
That's a good song.
Get the fuck
That
out
was
of
a good song.
If Jess had walked down the aisle to Kokomo,
Oh,
everybody would have been like, what
why?
the fuck?
Oh, God, this marriage is doomed.
You like this, Jess?
I wanna Bermuda,
Holiday.
Look, she looks so pretty in that dress. Oh, look at her walking down the aisle. Look, Sam looks so happy. Why are they playing this fucking song?
Yeah.
Jesus.
She's doing a really awkward, awful dance on the way down the aisle.
Yeah.
Didn't the Muppets do this song?
Oh, didn't John Stamos play drums on this? Why are they using this?
What song did she come out to?
Don't make him cry. Don't make him cry.
I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, you might cry.
Well, I
might
mean,
get
I
a little
could.
pissy-eyed. Come on, you gonna squirt? You gonna squirt?
Yeah. Come on, sports fans.
Sports fans.
Like, listen to this song compared to Kokomo.
Like the horns.
Get out
Very
of here.
Beatlesque.
Yeah,
The horns.
those thieves.
It's fucking thieves.
The Beatles
right?
were heavily influenced
by what?
by Pet
drugs?
Sounds.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
please.
Ask McCartney.
I've talked to him. He said no.
What? This is a song.
It is a good song. I like this song. I like the Beach Boys.
It's incredible.
I'd like to see you in your Boy Scout uniform when you were 7 being molested to this.
Why?
They got a girl on the Harlem Globetrotters now.
Oh, yeah, they've had one.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, boy.
They do.
Oh, boy.
Is it a sister?
Yeah, it's a sister.
Right. Yeah, motherfucker. Who's this broad?
Huh?
Oh my God. Why are they in pink?
Oh, it's the
Is
pink
it like
thing.
a,
It's the pink.
Breast cancer problem.
It's the pink
Cancer
month.
awareness?
October's pink month.
That's cool. Do they put one basketball in the shirt and run around the court?
Holy shit. Holy shit.
All right, look, I may have let that one fly out of my mouth before it ran through the check valve.
Holy shit. Funny is funny. Funny is funny.
That is fucking brutal and funny.
Terrible. She's short. She's not like a tall girl.
This is going to take a while.
I know. I'm trying to deflect.
Yeah, I love it.
It's going to take a while.
You guys notice her height? Let's move on completely.
I know. Ixnay, Sam.
Why don't we move into some Jocktober before Jim Brewer gets here and
John Lydon.
Nice layup.
Well-
Wow. Really busting apart those stereotypes.
huh?
Nice layup. Jesus.
I know.
Is she's not dunking.
And we got Johnny Rotten coming in.
I think he goes by John Lydon.
I'm
John
going to say
Lydon?
Johnny Rotten.
If we call him
That's how
Johnny
I
Rotten,
know.
is he going to leave?
I don't think so.
Roland's already
Yeah.
telling us there. Are you over there?
I think he's only because
You don't want to talk about it? Everything-
He doesn't like. He doesn't like.
The worst thing about Roland is like,
Make sure you don't because he doesn't like Zambican.
and it's like, what is Zambican? Zambican, what isn't he like?
I'm just told you he doesn't. Don't make sure you don't get into that.
All we're saying is that everything has to be pretty much perfect for
Yeah.
the Johnny Rotten interview.
Yeah. This is going to be an eggshell interview right here.
Yes. We're on high alert
Tread
today.
lightly, motherfuckers.
I'm not. I feel like, how do I say this? There's going to be an issue. Not from us. Not from us.
Not
We're not
from
going to
me.
push an issue, but I'm telling you right now, I think there's going to be a problem.
Oh,
Not
boy.
from me.
Not from me. The old dirt road.
By the
We
way,
smell these things. And,
Yes.
And I mean, he has to get in the building perfectly. Everything downstairs has to be perfect, or he said he would leave. And then he's going to come up here and come on our show. And he has walked off shows in the past for them not being
Yes.
prepared or because they asked dumb questions.
You did not prepare good enough to interview me.
What?
That fake angst. I don't know.
I'm
yeah,
still.
why don't we wait till he's in here? See if he's a good interview.
I know. Exactly. I just like seeing what's going to happen, though.
Anybody want to take bets?
I guarantee it goes well.
Yeah?
Yeah?
No, I think so.
Okay.
But I did see somebody in the lobby who was a lovely man and says hello to everybody in the room and cannot wait to come on. I think he's on Monday.
Who?
A lovely man.
Hulk Hogan?
No.
Who?
He's one of the nicest, iconic guests we've ever had.
Chaz.
No, Chaz is very nice.
Roland just blew it for me.
How?
Henry Winkler.
I mean, he sucked my dick.
Henry
He
Winkler.
just blew it for me.
Yeah, I saw him in the. I don't know if he's doing Howard today or he's doing something else, but so we said hello.
He is the nicest
He's like,
man alive.
Tell the guys I said hello. I'm looking forward.
Hey.
What a nice guy.
I'm going on Shade. Wouldn't that be funny if you just said that every time? More funny than I just was.
He's in the new Kevin James movie.
Kevin James. Yeah?
Yeah.
What does he play? Fonzie? Arthur Fonzarelli?
I don't know.
It really is sad when you vividly remember watching Happy Days when it was first run, and then you're watching him do those reverse mortgage commercials.
Well,
hey, you want a reverse mortgage, Cunningham? Hey, get your reverse mortgage.
But even worse is the Joni situation.
Oh, my God.
Joni got kicked out of her trailer.
Now, why isn't Henry Winkler coming to Joni's rescue?
Because she's
Maybe he is.
fucking drunk.
She's a fucking
and
drunk?
They've had it.
Is she? There have
bet-
been allegations of drug use, by the way.
Well,
allegations.
Well, supposedly she's very loud with her drunk friends, and she would bring them back to the trailer of her husband's mother. She's living with her husband's mother in a trailer, and the mom finally said, Jesus, I can't take this anymore. Because she would drink all day, then come back at night with all her drunk friends. So
Fonzie doesn't live in the attic anymore. Why didn't she take that apartment?
Good point.
Stupid.
Good point.
Oh, it's not real?
You gotta use your head.
The guys that were in Happy Days, they seem like really nice people. And I
Yeah.
bet you over the years they've tried to help Joni.
Yeah.
And I bet
Joni.
they finally said, you know, enough of this shit.
Erin Moron.
I met her once. She was very nice.
Yeah?
She's
very, very
fucking
nice.
nuts,
yeah.
they say.
Of course she was nice. She was probably hammered. Yeah?
We took a picture together.
She's been living in cheap motels. But then she's been getting kicked out of the cheap motels. She's a mess.
What's wrong with her?
Let's do some Jocktober before Brewer gets here, please.
Always
Hit
had a
that
problem.
It's Jocktober. A celebration of all things shitty in radio.
That's not very nice.
Fantastic failures of pontificating proportions.
That's so bad. Wow.
An interactive exploration of what makes radio rancid. Jocktober.
OMG.
Hosts, polls, bits, and stunt boys.
This isn't funny.
It's time for Jocktober.
We're going to Rhode Island today.
Oh, yeah.
Giovanni and Kim in the morning on 92 Pro FM in Rhode Island.
That's right.
Who's the guy that looks like E-Rock?
It would be Giovanni.
All right, so we got Giovanni is the radio veteran, then you got the young kid, and then you got the fucking whole. Boy, we haven't seen this lineup before.
That's what I'm saying.
Holy shit. Does she play the whole, or is she doing something a little different?
I don't want to spoil anything.
All right, let's go to the first clip. Giovanni brings up a new Facebook vest. Vest?
Vest. It's a vest. You wear it and it connects to your Facebook.
What?
It's a vest, and you wear it and it connects to your Facebook. All the details will be exposed as Giovanni gets in, and they really are able to mine this through for some comedy gold.
Is it a real thing?
They said somebody had designed it. It wasn't for sale yet, but
oh god,
yeah, it's a
An
wacky
artist
story.
and engineer at the MIT Media Lab, her name is Melissa Kit Chow, has invented a new vest that is wirelessly connected to your Facebook account, Kim, and will give you a hug every time you get a like on Facebook.
Ew.
This is right up your alley because
Yes.
all you do is sit there and go, "Oh, look how many likes I got on that! Look how many." You should get this.
You know, I don't
You need
want
to
a
get this.
hug.
Doesn't she sit here all morning? Did you see how many likes I got on that thing yesterday? She does it all the time.
Well, it's enjoyable when you get one that's like a weird, crazy number. Like, whoa, there were 300 likes on that.
So here's the thing, though. You couldn't put that vest on. You could have the vest on, but you couldn't post something that everybody will like on Facebook if you really have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Because then you're going to start getting lots of hugs.
Why, it's a bladder vest?
No, it's just,
I don't
you know,
usually
it's
hug
typing.
people. I don't hug people around their bladder. Come here, Jay. Let me hug you way down at your...
You just don't want to be squeezed when you're in that kind of situation.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, it's another one of these things where the seasoned veteran reads the story, and then there's some riffing going on.
Did you hear the word that Kim used for penis?
No, I didn't catch
Giant cock?
Can we listen to like the
Yeah.
last 6 seconds
black
or so?
gift.
Yeah, sure.
Unclipped lunch.
Shit.
Oh my. We're gonna have problems.
Why?
Why do you say that?
I just know it.
What makes you to say
I
that?
can't say right now. I live for days like today.
What can't you say?
I live for
I want to
days
know.
like today.
I don't know.
I can't say.
Please do.
Huh?
Can you put on the music and say?
Yeah,
On the music.
You got the music? We'll see.
Oh, man. So then he came where?
You can't say.
In Sam's mouth and hair?
Jesus.
Sam, the
Oh,
music
I
was
thought.
on.
Oh, I thought the music was still on. Sam, I didn't want to bring up.
Hey, oh, guys.
Oh,
Didn't you used to work for the
now?
Opie and Anthony show? It's gone. Fucking weirdo. Inside shit. Here's what that dick joke or the dick thing.
Yeah, I want, especially
here it
Jim,
is.
because Jim likes the double entendre, and
I don't though.
Actually, hug
tightening-
people. I don't hug people around their bladder. Come here, Jay. Let me hug you way down at your.
You just don't want to be squeezed when you're in that kind of situation.
Oh wait, I didn't hear that. I thought she dropped out. Can I hear that? I literally
No.
thought
she's an
stopped.
adult woman.
Yeah.
Who used the term pee-pee to describe
yeah.
She
penis.
stopped talking because she didn't know what to say, and then she said pee-pee.
Oh, I didn't. Can I hear? I did not catch that.
Yeah.
I thought she just stopped talking.
Adults talking to adults.
Yeah, and then she made some duties.
Well, it is.
Caca.
I want to hear pee pee.
You really do?
Yeah, I didn't catch
Made
it.
mess.
God.
An artist and engineer.
Oh, shut up.
Say Pekka.
Come on, Jim.
Say Pekka.
Usually hug
tightening-
people. I don't hug people around their bladder. Come here, Jay. Let me hug you way down at your.
You just don't want to be squeezed when you're in that kind of situation.
Pee pee.
Ew,
That's bad.
Pay.
That's bad.
Pay.
You're just cracking up because I guess you got
That was good.
pee when you get a hug. You like that?
Yeah, that was a good bit.
Just that because they twisted.
Terrific.
Originally, it's about Facebook, but then
Yeah.
what if the vest makes you have to go to the bathroom?
I like the concept of that, though. If you get a bunch of likes, you're going to fucking... Shit's going to be squeezed out of you like you're the end of a crest tube. I love
You mean
that.
duty?
Yeah.
Caca doo-doo?
Caca doo-doo caca.
Caca doo-doo?
Out of the coolie hole.
Coolie hole, stop.
Maybe.
It's a great song.
It's a great song. All right, Giovanni and Kim finally settled the Titanic debate.
What?
We're all still thinking about.
Yeah, you know,
What?
you know that movie Titanic that everybody still
Oh,
talks
I thought
about?
it was
all the
figurative.
time?
I thought it was
No.
figurative. Like, there's a giant debate
Yes.
going on, so it's a Titanic debate.
No, it's about the 15-year-old movie, 20-year-old movie.
Oh, all right. Well, it's just been re-released in, what?
I guess Blu-ray came
Blu-ray?
Oh, they did the 3D
It
thing.
needed the money.
They did the 3D thing.
They did 3D with that?
I
few
believe
months
so,
ago,
yeah, a
yeah,
couple
maybe a
months
year
ago.
ago,
No one
yeah.
really
Yeah,
went.
okay.
No
Yeah,
one really
no,
went.
no one really cares.
Well, it's over. Nobody's interested in it anymore.
Well,
except-
they're talking about it up there in Rhode Island, 92 Pro FM, Giovanni and Kim in the morning.
We could have had a happy ending. Did you see the myth?
By the way, I'm having a
Back
tough
off.
time listening to this because she sounds like Mashup Nicole.
she
Does
does
she?
a little
But
bit.
better.
Oh, I
But
didn't-
way better.
Yeah, she's better.
Oh, man.
She's a little more focused.
A little more sober?
She's not hungover.
Oh.
And her
boy.
content is better too.
Yeah, she's not busy petting her stupid dog that she brings into work.
Talking
Right.
about fucking threesomes with her husband.
Really? Mm-hmm. With girls or guys?
With the girls.
That's hot.
Girls.
One
but
girl.
she said that the husband has one rule, not allowed to fuck the other chick. But I stated that, you know, I'm sure they're partying when this happens, and the second she passes out, he's fucking that other girl.
Balls deep.
With her just fucking on the bed, bouncing lifelessly up and down to the rhythms of her husband fucking the other girl. Absolutely.
You think the husband's feeding her a couple extra shots?
Oh yeah, hey, drink up! Come on, they're dumping the shots out next to the bed. She's all hammered. This is fucking great. This is.
Are you talking from experience, sir?
Yes, I am. Fucking get the wife out of the picture.
How long were you married though before you started doing threesomes?
Years, right?
No, it was
No.
very early on.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe 2 years.
Well, I mean, they're like
They're months.
3 months.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay.
They're months.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. The last thing I wanted to do was fuck the wife at that point.
You were done?
I wasn't even into the threesome. I was into having sex with a different girl.
Yeah.
Just get the wife out of there.
But that's hard. That's bad for the marriage.
Yeah, huh? Tell me about it. My wife was having sex with the tip of one of my fingers. The rest of my body is writhing on top of a new girl, and my finger's going.
Did you want to play with her pussy?
No, I didn't even want to do that. That fucking thing.
What, did you get one knuckle in?
What? But I couldn't even tell you where it was. There was such non-interest in the wife's vag. I wanted all over that new chick.
Would you kiss her, the wife, while you're doing
this? Yeah, yuck. Ugh. Why would I want to do that? Fucking mess.
Well, can we learn about the Titanic?
Oh,
please?
right.
It is
I always bring it
Jocktober.
back to me, don't I?
We could have had a happy ending. Did you see the Mythbusters Titanic episode?
No.
They proved that Jack and Rose could have both floated on that stupid door. If she would have taken her life jacket off and strapped it underneath, it would have provided extra buoyancy. They both could have fit. So Rose was selfish.
She was. She was a selfish woman.
Rose!
How dare she?
You selfish. Jack! Rose! Rose! Jack!
Jack!
Jack! Rose!
Jack.
Rose! Jack!
Where are you, Jack?
What happened? What happened?
So
now?
they just yell Jack and Rose back and forth.
There is no joke.
There's no joke.
Like,
there's
where's the
no
joke
bit.
part?
Did you
there's
say
no
Jack and
nothing.
Rose?
They just start yelling Jack and Rose at each other.
Yeah, see, you bring up something and then hopefully you have an angle on it. Or
They even
a
had
joke
the
about
music bed ready to go. They're like, all right, get the music bed ready. We'll have a whole bit around this.
All
Like,
right.
no, just Jack and Rose for a while.
Well,
Jack
today's
and
October
Rose.
was terrific. Thank you, Sam.
You're done with it.
What?
Tap it out.
What
That
happened?
can't be it.
You want one more? Could squeeze in one more. Maybe we'll go back to this
Mythbusters.
after our guest walks out.
Mythbusters did that.
Sorry.
You guys didn't prepare.
Hey, man, if everyone's saying it, I got to at least bring it up.
Fuck those people. They don't know.
I wonder if they'll
This
think
is
we're
going to be
bollocks.
terrific.
We're going to try.
I've actually-
That's the challenge. We're going to try.
Nah, but he's a notoriously tough guy to interview. But I've also seen him give really good interviews.
No. Notorious.
Yeah, Biggie.
No. Duran.
Biggie.
Duran.
Jack.
Rose.
Let's
Rose,
do.
whoa.
Whoa.
You work for the Opie and Anthony show?
No.
Oh, good.
Why don't you want to acknowledge us, you weirdo?
Old intern David.
Good old intern David. All right, time for the
Third, I meant to write.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
typo.
Well, I don't know with these morning shows. Time for the third show of the month to do Screen Test with the best prize yet.
I guess this is the new thing with radio shows. Everybody's doing the screen test thing.
Because what happens is one bid works for one radio station, then the consultants and all these fucking prep burgers send it out to everybody because these fucking shows don't think for themselves, and then they wonder why they're not standing out.
But these assholes don't even act the scene out like you're supposed to.
Oh.
They just play it.
Yeah, well, is the prize better than the gift certificate for the Wednesday night?
That's right. The first screen test we heard, it was Wednesday night hibachi gift certificate.
Right.
Any
Right.
Wednesday, though.
Right.
It doesn't
Any
have to be
Wednesday.
this Wednesday.
Nice.
Any fucking Wednesday.
That's
What
not
a great
bad. That's a good
What
gift.
a great
Yeah.
prize.
Giovanni and Kim in the morning do their screen test bit that we've heard a lot already this October.
All right, we're going to give you a $10 Subway gift card for you and your friend.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
$10 something.
Wow. That's a horrible gift.
What a terrible gift.
What's going on? I don't pay attention anymore, but what is going on with regular radio?
They're really running out of things to give away.
$10.
There's just no sponsors left.
Apparently,
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I would assume.
I guess $5 footlong, you get a couple sandwiches.
Right. Yeah.
$10.
$10 gift card.
$10 gift card.
All right, guys. We do have a sponsor on board. They're giving out some prizes too.
Guys?
Like when we get a sponsor, it's like, hey, Steven Singer, will you make a diamond encrusted iPad case?
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Subway. Can we have
Subway. You think the sales staff was really like happy? Like, guys, before you go in and do your show, we do have some prizes.
We got great news.
What do we got?
They gave us these $10 gift cards for only $7.
But those are the type of prizes, I guess you would call them. I was trying to find the word because it doesn't feel like a prize to me.
It doesn't.
Of course not.
If it's a good call, so I'm like, hey, man, here's $10 for you. It's a throwaway.
If
You don't
that.
build a whole contest around a $10 fucking.
A $10 Subway gift card is
Gift
something
card.
you lose in your house
Yeah.
and feel fine about it.
Look what's going on there.
Oh, look at that.
Jim Brewer and
Brewer.
Nicole getting a little huggy-wuggy.
A little huggy-wuggy.
And then, of course, the rest of the gaggle comes by.
Oh, damn.
They're like a sitcom.
He even shook the hand of the black guy.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Hey, one of those people, you know.
Carl is my favorite.
All right, well, let's do the bid here, the screen test.
All right, we're going to give you a $10 Subway gift card for you and your friend. Wow.
Wait, for you and your friend?
Wait,
I
what?
didn't hear that the first time.
So you got to share the fucking $10 Subway gift card?
Yeah. Now you're down to $5?
So you got your $5
Or do they
footlong.
both get $10?
Right. It sounded like a $10 gift card for you and your friend.
And your friend.
For you and your friend means
Not being
that's
clear.
one.
Could you clear up the prize giveaway?
Yeah.
Because our lawyers were saying that
So-
you really need to make it clear whether it's one gift card or two.
So even if they're splurging, the grand prize is $20 at Subway.
All right.
Card for you and your friend. Wow. Try the Tuscan chicken melt in your local participating Subway restaurant now. The footlong is only $6 all through October.
You get like 1 3/4.
I would have one and I'd share the rest with you.
Thank you.
Goodness.
Maybe I'll even buy you a soda.
Or a cookie. They do have those delicious cookies.
I'll give them this much. They're making fun of the fact they only
Yeah.
have $10 to give away. So, you know what? I give them a gold star for that.
Okay.
At least they're acknowledging how stupid it is. Other shows haven't.
They do have those delicious cookies.
Practical jokes, the theme this week on Screen Test. Let's see what today's practical joke is.
Oh, please jump on my foot. Yeah, I didn't feel that. What else you got? Hey, get that fireplace poker right there and just whack my foot.
Do I absolutely have to?
It's gonna be fun. Just grab it. Nothing. Really? Isn't that sick? Didn't feel that. Isn't that awesome? Go ahead. Nothing.
What the fuck is this?
What is this?
What is happening?
It's a movie scene.
That's it. Ow! You're sick! You're sick! Why would you do that to me? I'm just kidding.
Mr.
Deeds.
Call 10 that can identify that movie gets it all.
It's amazing that they could laugh that hard and then just be done laughing.
Yeah.
For legitimate laughs, I mean.
That's amazing.
Another horrible Adam Sandler scene.
You got it?
What movie, though?
Mr. Deeds.
Somebody's going to Subway.
All right.
Is it Mr. Deeds?
Mr. Deeds.
I never heard it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going now to Coventry. Here's Brittany. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Excellent. How are you?
Good.
Can you tell us where that practical joke clip came from? What movie?
Mr. Deeds.
That's right.
Good
Mr. Deeds.
Ole. That's what that clip is from.
Oh, okay. You've won a $10 Subway gift card for you and one for a friend. But if you're anything like Kim, you're going to keep them both.
Yeah, you're going to keep them both.
Enjoy, and thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
You like how Kim volleyed that one back to him? You're going to keep them both like Kim. Yeah, keep them both.
Keep them both. Man, Fox and Friends has Rick Springfield.
I interviewed Rick
Ricky
Springfield.
Springfield. It's a buddy of mine.
I'm so
I
jealous.
wish I had Jesse's girl. I'm so jealous. Jesse's girl, she should be with me.
I interviewed Rick Springfield yesterday and asked him if he liked that scene.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said he couldn't get into it because anytime he hears his voice, he can't handle it. He doesn't like it.
What a dumb answer.
What an idiot.
Oh, man.
He likes listening to a cappella YouTube versions of Jesse's
Ricky
girl.
Springfield. Yeah. Oh,
I'm
wow.
so jealous.
I'm so jealous. She should be with me. Just where can I find a woman like that? He was great.
Yes.
God damn, he was great in that
Molina.
fucking Alfred Molina. Just fucking great in that
It's
movie.
amazing. What an uncomfortable scene.
Oh. They're just jumping at every time that firecracker went off.
And then they don't-
The black guy with the gun is fucking with the fake cocaine. They're just sitting there all nervous.
And what's his name decides it's time to rob the safe.
To rob the safe
Oh, no.
under the fucking floor, under your fucking bed. Yeah. Motor. Listen to this part, man. He's so strung out.
He doesn't realize that these are songs that everybody's heard.
I know. It's fucking. Listen to that. Motorine. He does that too. Motorine.
Awful mustache.
Oh, he's terrible.
His tape says it's his awesome mix.
Motorine. I fucking love that movie, Boogie Nights.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's one of those that is, like, recently, over the past year, I've probably seen it 20 fucking times.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
can't get enough of
Keep
that fucking
putting it
movie.
in.
It's so fucking good.
You like Magnolia?
What?
All-time
Thanks for
Sanderson's
bringing
other
everyone
movie.
down.
Yeah, right. What the fuck? We got to take a break just because Jim Brewer is outside the studio.
Brewer.
And we got Johnny Rotten coming in at 9 o'clock.
Well, yeah, I think he goes by John Lydon.
Oh, boy.
So will he have a problem if we call him Johnny Rotten?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Should we ask him?
Yeah, directly.
All right, that's a good
Best way to
question.
tackle
The
it.
only way to know.
That's the only way to know Jim Norton.
Do you prefer being called John Lydon, or do you still not mind when people call you Johnny Rotten? I pose that
Fuck
question.
you, Wank. I'm leaving.
No, don't go.
Fuck it. That question's bollocks.
Jimmy,
I wonder if it'll be bollocks.
Are you going to get your picture before the interview? You rarely do that.
Oh. The pre-interview picture.
I do
for
know I
fear
did,
of.
I did it with Jesse Ventura the first time we had him on.
Thanks for your service.
There are times Jimmy knows there may be an issue. I'm not saying today, but he will get the picture ahead of
from
time.
me.
Sometimes gets the picture ahead of time. Yeah. All right, Brewer next.
Sirius XM. Opie and Anthony Show.
Got Jim Brewer outside the studio. What's up, Brewer?
How are you?
We're good, man.
How's life?
Well, life's good. Life's weird. Life's.
You guys do a world tour. You know you're huge outside of America,
Oh,
too,
man.
right?
We may go to
I'm telling you.
Germany for the military.
Where
Go to
go to
Japan.
What do you mean we're-
Spawn a Tap's version of Sex Farm. It's big. Japan.
Why are we? Where are we huge?
Australia?
They always say
Keith
that.
Robinson
bloody
told us
hell.
that we were known there.
What?
How is
Keith
that
Robinson told us
possible?
that.
I'm telling you.
I love
went
listening to
to
Opie and Anthony show. Like when they're on the radio. Like when we're tooling around the outback. Right? Fucking Australian with your up at the end shit.
This is a great here. We've been waiting for years to see little Jimmy. And there he is.
I was listening since I was knee high to a wallaby. Right. Everything's an Aussie like reference. It's got to be. I always keep an extra radio in my kangaroo's pouch.
The boss wants us to do a bus tour around America.
What's that?
A bus tour.
A bus tour around America.
That'd be pretty
He wants us to do
wild.
like 4 or 5 cities in a week.
Why not?
Oh, we're
Just because Voss is pushing for it. It's like there's got to be a flaw.
Voss is pushing
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
See, I need headphones.
Yeah. Put on your
Oh,
headphones.
here we go. All right. I can hear now.
Now you're
Now
in.
much better. Now I'm in.
We're going to interview Johnny Rotten in about
I heard.
45 minutes.
I heard. Now, what? He was Sex Pistols, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it
you
wasn't my gig, man.
Nah, the punk
No?
thing.
I was metal. I was metal and
metal
they
and
were punk.
Metal and punk.
Well, who
that
was out when the
wasn't-
Sex Pistols were out? When you had to make that choice?
What year were they?
far as rock?
75 to 78 or so around there.
Oh, God, I was Glenn Campbell.
Really?
Second, third grade,
It's
I had the
knowing
Glenn
that your
Campbell.
door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes you want to keep your sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and I'll tell you what my favorite song was then. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. I was a huge country guy
I
when I
thought
was
that
a
was
kid.
David Allen Coe. I didn't realize that was Glenn Campbell.
No, it was
David
not.
Allen Greer.
No, that was yes, it was David Allen Greer. No, that wasn't Glenn Campbell, Jimmy. That was. I'm just saying.
Johnny
a
Paycheck.
song that I was into.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Paycheck.
Yeah, and I bought the record. Made my mom buy the record. It was just god awful. Besides that song,
I was into country like back then in the 70s when I was just getting back from California because we just listened, like my father used to listen to KLAC Best in the West. Used to be KLAC was a country station. It's like, coming up, we got some Tanya Tucker. Oh, really?
Charlie Pride.
Charlie Pride's going to be on.
Have you
happened
to see the most beautiful girl in the world?
He said his
And
K's
if you
really
did,
weird. Talk.
Oh, yeah.
Talk. Yeah, there's awful endings to his K's.
I'll be there before the next
teardrop fall.
Oh, wow, that's a good
si
one.
te quieres de verdad, a mí Este al ver cuandito cuando triste está.
How the fuck do you remember this
I
shit?
remember that shit.
Amazing.
There was an Elvis song I was into back then.
Which one?
We're gonna feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, way down by the field. That's all right. Way down by the field, way down, down. And then I got really into the neck.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little kid. I'd be really into that. So that Sex Pistols were too
I just
far
like-
ahead for me.
In the ghetto.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Yeah, the fucking lady in Chicago. It's cold. The
Yes.
kid fucking gets
Yeah,
shot.
you know,
It's a
that
love
one.
story.
It is a
Yeah.
good story. It's a terrific story.
How
a
about
nice story.
that song, El Paso?
What's
Down
El
in the
Paso?
West Texas town of El Paso. I fell in love with a Mexican girl. And then like he gets in a fucking gunfight and he gets shot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's one of those fucking story songs.
No, that's
that always
Copacabana.
Copacabana. Tippy Tom sucks my banana.
We had a homeless guy that swears he sucked Barry Manilow's dick.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Because he had a beagle named Bagel. I remember that.
He named his dog and everything, but, you know, no one's going to believe him. Well, now he's dead, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
no one's going to believe this guy.
I would believe him.
But
I would,
we
too.
sort of think he was telling the
I
truth.
think he was telling the
Do you know
truth.
how great that was? Like you for randomly go. We knew a homeless guy that said he blew Barry Manilow, and Brewer goes, "I believe it."
I believe it.
See what I was basically saying, because it's coming from a homeless guy. It's tough to believe,
care.
but in this case, we sort of believe the guy.
Barry Manilow getting blown. I'm in.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I
I'm
believe it.
100% in.
Brew.
So what?
No, go. What?
What year were they? What Sex Pistol? What?
I think they
They're
broke
like
up in '78 or '7. No, it's Sid Vicious.
You were either
Vicious was the dead.
like I know me, Long Island. I was pretty much Charlie
Blue Oyster
Daniels,
Cult.
Blue
Yeah.
Oyster Cult.
I was
You older
Zeppelin.
than me?
Outlaws, Molly Hatchet,
I was Zeppelin.
shit like that.
You
Fuck
old?
Hat.
You older
I'm a
than
little
me?
older than you.
You are.
Right? Yeah,
You
yeah.
must be.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
in the bands you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
I didn't hit rock until 1980s when
Oh,
I started
really?
growing up and I had
That's
the
kind
boom
of true.
box.
Like,
Then I'm like, oh,
but
all
I was just the tail end of '70s was my like rock. Before that, I was pretty content with PLJ, which was some faggy shit. You know,
I was country.
like PLJ. I was country until I got back to New York, and then my mom was like, "Don't listen to that shit. Your father brainwashed you with that crap music." I used to put on my
God, they were
Western
fucking-
boots.
Yeah, go ahead.
I put on my Western boots because I wore them in California. She'd go, "Get that shit off. You're not going to walk around with me with those fucking boots on."
She's right.
Acting like your fucking father. Yeah, you're right.
Man, you couldn't do anything right.
I could not
And
do
then you go
anything
back
right.
out to California, and then the father's yelling at you.
Son of a bitch. My dad. Jesus Christ. The fuck are you doing, Anthony? The fuck are you doing?
Take off them goddamn shoes.
So we got the Johnny Rotten interview coming up.
Nice.
We hear he's a little, he's a tough interview. But we're going to try our best today, Jim Brewer, because
All
we're
right.
broadcasters.
That sounds good.
Yeah. You going to stick around for it?
You know, we'll see what happens. I mean, I got nothing to do.
What have you
So
been
I'm here.
Hanging.
What have you been up to, man?
What I did, I don't know. I toured, filming, gonna film a special. I'm finishing touring.
Nice.
I had Jimmy would like this. I got to open for Metallica. Now, just saying that sounds intriguing and awesome.
Sure.
But here's how it really went down. Now, first I played their festival, which is two different beasts. To play the Metallica festival is, hey, if you want to go to this tent and watch comedy, hey, Brewer's there and whoever. I think Florentine was there and blah, blah. So that's the difference. People go out of their way, they want to go see it. Right. Well, now I'm doing some gig and they're like, hey, they're filming a movie. They're filming a 3D movie, not just concert, a scripted movie. Yes, it's
wow. What's the movie about?
I didn't read it. I don't really know. I got a lot of passion involved there. I don't want to be like Smoothie's. I don't know. I want to be a fan, so when I show up, like I just want to be like everyone else.
Fair enough.
So I get a call like, hey, we're producing this Metallica movie, and we need someone to warm the crowd up. I said, so what do you need a show? Or you need, you need a band? What do you need? Well, we're in Mexico. And apparently I didn't know this was a big to-do, because it's a very iffy subject. We were in Mexico for 8 days. And I went, oh, surely you filmed there, because... No, we didn't film that. Now, apparently, when they went there, it was rioting every day.
Oh, shit.
That was the place to film.
Right.
So I said, why don't you film there? And they're like, oh, well, insurance, whatever. We just need you to come to Canada if you would open up for Metallica. Oh. And I said, all right, well, what do you need exactly? We just need you to come out 5 minutes to say, hey, great show tonight, and we need an exciting crowd. It doesn't make any sense. Who? Right. You could get a tech guy to go out there and do that. Tonight,
the local DJ.
Yeah,
the local radio
guy.
DJ.
Who's ready to hear Metallica?
Okay, 4 minutes, 20 seconds up.
They're filming tonight. 3 minutes, 26
They fucked up in Mexico.
Right. Right. They should have filmed Mexico, but they didn't. But fuck, we're here. So, all right, if you sure it's 5 minutes? So, yeah, 5 minutes tops. I'll do 10. 10 minutes, yeah, no, 5. They fly me all the way out to Vancouver. They're filming 2 nights, 3D. Looks ridiculous.
Wow.
Now I show up, and the guy goes, the Metallica side goes, hey, Brewer, just come over and come see our production staff when you call time. I'm like, call time, 6 o'clock. It's retarded. Never been to Vancouver. I'm renting a bike, enjoying life. It's the greatest. First class. Yeah, he has some Merlot. Life is great.
Sure.
Land there, people are like, what are you doing? I gotta go warm the crowd out 5 minutes. No big deal. I show up, and the Metallica guy, who's freaking awesome, and don't fear, he goes, listen, I know what the movie guys told you, but this ain't the Johnny Carson warm-em-up TV bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Because it's a Metallica crowd. They don't need to be fucking riled up. They're going to be riled up. Okay?
Exactly.
What we need from you is about 40 minutes. Go out there and do about 40 minutes. I swear to God.
What?
I swear to God, I went.
40 minutes?
That's 8 times what the guy told you.
Right.
What we need from you is 40 minutes.
Give us 40 minutes. He goes, you get him here. As soon as you come off stage, they'll then go up in 10 minutes after you.
Can't be good.
He goes, you want to come see the stage? Yeah. Let's start off with that.
Were you panicking at this point a little bit? I know you're a seasoned pro.
Are you not entertained?
But that's a tough.
That's what that's like. Gladiator.
Basically, though, that's a tough room.
I'm panicking for you. That's a fucking long time.
And it's a tough room for comedy.
Correct, especially when you're not on the bill. If you're not on the bill,
oh man,
all bets are off.
Surprise.
Yeah, right. So I walk out, and the arena, the whole floor, picture Madison Square Garden, the entire floor is a stage with these amazing setups and things. The stage show's ridiculous.
Crazy.
It's the most intense, awesome thing you've ever seen ever. But so I'm looking, I go, okay, so it's a big theater in around. All right. What do they have screens where you can see my face? No. Okay. When do the doors open up? I think I open up in about a half hour. The doors open up, and I'm just sitting there, and I see madness of humans running in because it's general mission.
Oh, shit. Oh my God, animalistic.
And while they're already there, this is how
the Nuremberg rally.
This is how dopey I am. And I don't know if it's all comics. I start writing my set out. Okay, I'll woo them with my going to see metal for the first time.
Woo them.
Slayer fans, they'll be engulfed and enthralled with that story. And maybe I'll throw them a bone and do an old bit. I may throw Party in the stomach. That'll get him in a frenzy. Well, I'm getting walked. I get like, okay, you ready? Like, yeah, I think I'm ready. Yeah. So we're walking out, and as we're walking, the crowd, just like, now I put myself in the fan situation. Oh. And it became surreal, because as I'm walking, it's that the fans seeing a guy with a flashlight walking some other guy, and they start going, and they start thinking, here comes Metallica. Right. Yeah. And then the top tier lights go out. Oh, man. And they go, oh no. And they go, and you can't even hear anything. You just hear, the host of this 30th anniversary, since the 30th right, President Jim Brewer. It went from, so I walked out on this stage, and I couldn't tell if they were saying "fuck you" or booing or cheering.
Maybe it was Lou. They were all yelling Lou.
Maybe that or Brew. Maybe it was Brew. Yeah. But here's I got lesson 101. It was throwing the Tigers, and this is how I literally did what I said before. I went, you know, out of all the cities in the world,
how do you do that?
They wanted to do Germany. Boo. They wanted to film in L.A. Oh, but I said, you should go to Vancouver, because this is where people know to hang.
Mention the city. Part of my rules.
Okay, 38 more minutes.
Oh, fuck.
It turned into a lot of Section 101 thinks they're a lot louder than Section 305.
No.
I'd like to test that out. Now, here's, out of all the things I said, L.A., I said something, I brought up the word faggot.
Uh-huh.
Faggot. I said, the L.A. people wanted to film in Mexico, and I said, that's great. Oh, no. I said, the L.A. people were afraid that the Vancouver crowd just wasn't gonna be good enough. I said, I know, faggots. And then I do the old thing, like, and we don't mean faggots, blah, blah. And the next day in the paper.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, they got you for faggot.
Yeah.
Jim Brewer
says I was repulsed.
The F word.
Repulsed by how he brought up faggot. But anyway, I pulled it off. It went well. I survived.
You did 40. Wow.
I survived. But like I said, it was a lot of.
Sure.
I'd like to see this side chant louder than that side. Because I don't believe this side. I think they are from Winnipeg. Bullwhip.
Bullwhip. Fuck.
Yeah. That's fucking 20 years of doing stand-up, fucking being yanked out and used there.
Yeah. But I had the second night was a lot better, but whew, I knew.
You did a second night?
Yes.
Oh,
boy.
Wow.
But at least the second night, I had more of. I took it more of like warming them up.
At least you knew what you were in store for. Yeah.
6 minutes. Oh my God.
How big was that stage? How did it feel?
It felt lonely.
Uncomfortable, right?
It felt lonely.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you can't hear if they're laughing or yelling or saying "screw yourself" or "fuck you." You just don't know. That's the hard part.
Right.
That's the hard part.
Where'd you go this summer? Australia? With the kids?
Where did I go?
Don't you usually do something all summer with the kids?
I do. You know what we did this year? A dude ranch.
Oh, shit. You went horseback riding? A dude ranch.
How'd that go? All right. I know you're going to believe me.
You liked it.
You're going to appreciate this in a couple of years. Probably about 6 more years.
All right.
Best vacation I ever had in my life.
Wow.
Never saw my kids. It was great.
Oh, shit.
Never saw the kids.
You sign them up for activities all day
You
long?
sign yourself up.
Oh, really?
That's what was great. They signed themselves up. Oh, that's great.
A Dude Ranch, that rules.
Dude Ranch. I got
Dude Ranch.
You know what? Because people knew who I was, and I waited till the last night before I got blasted. I haven't drank that much in years. The last night they give you 5-course meal and they match the wine with the whatever. No kids allowed. My wife doesn't drink. So the guy's pouring the wine, a glass of wine. Yeah. And you, madam? She goes, I don't drink. Yes, she does.
Yes, she
does. So each round I had two glasses at least, and then just
wow.
I got ripped up. It was good. I was running in with the bull. I was taunting the bull. It was a lot of fun. It was good. I went over and like, Ren, you should try to taunt the bill. He won't come. So they get wasted, and when the manager's not around, they get in with the bull and they try to fuck with the bull. Yeah, and I actually got in there for a couple
mess
minutes.
with the bull, you get the horns, I hear.
I hear. What kind of activities? Horseback riding?
Horseback riding.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's scary of how many billionaires are out there, because it was a little bit of not a foo-foo place, but it costs a nice
$2.
Yeah, it keeps the riffraff out.
Yeah.
And Lily, I was there with a pig farmer who's worth billions. He was talking every day. He's like, well, I'm in the middle of this deal where I'm about to. Well, we push about 15,000 piglets a day. I'm like, 15,000
big holocaust going on.
Piglets a day? He's going, these some bitches, and they just. I'm about to make a deal, and I just hope it's right, because we're talking about $18 million either way, and
That's a lot of pork.
just talking about money like snot rockets.
Like it was nothing.
And then I was there with a judge, some attorney general in Georgia.
Going to a dude ranch.
Going to a dude ranch. Yeah, it was it's pretty interesting.
And
that was the white trash.
And they're
of it
telling
all.
their stories going, and Jim Brewer was there.
And Jim Brewer's he's some type of funny guy. Huh? My kids Googled you. What's that goat thing? I don't understand what that is.
I owned like 20,000 head of goat.
I push out about 25,000 little goats a day. Are you still on Saturday Night Live? No, I'm not. It's not.
That's a while ago. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. So it was a good summer, man. What about you? Kids and shit. What's going on with you?
I had a kid this summer. Yeah, 5 days ago.
Don't
6
call us
days
faggots.
ago.
Look out.
Yeah, look out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. We'll get our
Please.
people on you. I didn't do shit this summer, really.
Nobody did anything.
No.
Jimmy playing anywhere
We
good.
worked most of the summer this time
Just
around.
stand up, I think. Yeah, I was in New York because I shot.
You shot a new special,
at the end
right?
of April. So New York, I was just working on material.
All right, let me ask something. Now, now you do a new special, right? Do you tour and you do completely new stuff, or you stick to the?
I don't. I think.
Tell me. So you. Let's say you're working on a new special now, right? All new material. All this material. Now you're going to film it in May, and then it comes out in October, and that's it. That material is now gone.
Yeah, I'd say I got about 45 new minutes that I'm happy with. Like I don't
That
have a
you're
new
happy
hour.
with.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm about 45 new minutes that I'm really happy with. So, but I waited. I spent like 3 or 4 months working on it in the city, and just fucking putting it together before I went out.
But how do you? Well, you got this for cash.
Yeah.
What do you guys do for cash?
Well, this is a great bass, man. This is a great bass.
yeah, of course.
But plus, I had money. I had my.
But
no
Brewer,
expenses.
you're always changing it up. Every time I see you, you got brand new stuff.
Yeah, no.
You break
no.
out a classic, but
Yeah. I'm going to film in January.
Yeah.
Do you know where?
One of those theaters, a little theater.
Jersey, New York.
New York.
Oh, okay, smart.
So film in New York, 2 shows, and then it'll come out probably in May, and then I got to start working on a new hour. But yeah. I'm telling you, I'm going full blown Wonderama. Watch comes the fall. I keep saying I'm doing it.
What are you doing?
I want like a Wonderama, ridiculous kid show. I want to rule the kid. I want to be the next
Wonderama.
Pee-wee.
Wonderama.
I want to be Wonderama Pee-wee.
You're actually going for that?
I think so.
Got some ideas?
I do.
Nice.
I was watching some old Wonderama clips. There aren't many, but I was watching some on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
There was some fucked up shit. Like I think they used to have like musical performances by like I want to say Kiss or something came up. It was just weird. Like,
so
there was one rock band. I can't remember which one it was. God damn it. But it was weird because like Bob McAllister and these dumb little snot-nosed New York kids, and they're all thinking, da, 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 and then like a band comes out and rocks.
Oh, wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo.
Ah, no, they're small. They understand that you.
Where'd that go?
The kids are people too.
Two kids are people too.
A wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo.
I would watch a Jim Brewer Kid Show.
Dude, I'm gonna rip it.
The rest.
Would you have some of that double entendre so the parents could enjoy too?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh
Yes.
man. Yeah. The next Pee Wee.
Yeah, I want to entertain kids. I'm tired of adults. Yeah, man, I'm tired of
You've
adults.
been heading that way for a while.
Yeah, I'm just fucking tired of adults.
How easy could that be? That's got to be so easy.
I don't know,
to entertain
but you could
kids.
also lose them easy. Two kids
Yeah.
have no.
Yes.
You gotta
Their
keep
attention span are real short.
Yeah, a lot of colors and moving things.
And they like you for 2 weeks, and then they're on to something else.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's the scary part.
Hey, look, blue blocks. This guy's a genius.
Guy's a genius. Hilarious.
Yeah, look at my kids. They go Wiggles. There's this thing called the Wiggles, and the hit song is like fruit salad.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are fruit salad, yummy, yummy, sold out.
That's it, huh?
Sold out.
Yeah.
We need you to do 40 minutes in front of the Wiggles.
Fruit salad.
Yummy. Yeah, but that's a hit. But the first one they wrote wasn't Mel Batone.
is this the song?
For you?
How many kids out there have wet diapers and how many Jim trying to warm up the crowd.
Here's fruit salad. Turn this up for a second.
Whoa.
This is huge. Huge. And I'm looking at the audience.
This is like Stairway. This is Stairway for kids.
This is the kids' Beatles.
Yeah, the kids' Beatles.
The Beatles just landed and the people go
Right.
nuts. This is it. What am I doing?
This would be an easy life.
Why am I wasting my time?
Kid shows.
Trying to
play this out of my van.
Fruit salad. Toss your fruit
It's a
salad.
huge prison
Toss
song.
your fruit salad, right?
Yeah,
Is he here?
huge prison song.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Is he here?
No.
Are you guys
Fruit
nervous?
salad.
No.
Have you ever talked to him before?
No.
Are you any of you guys into punk rock?
No.
Nope. This has disaster written all over it.
You might want to leave. You might want to leave around
Do you
9
think
o'clock.
he's violent?
No.
But
He's a legendary guy.
Not anymore.
But stick around because we're going to need to fill time because I don't think we're going to get much out of him.
Plus, I think he's
we'll
legit. Like they got inducted into the Rock and Roll.
Oh,
Hall.
Sex Pistols are definitely
Dude, he's
legit.
huge.
He fucking didn't show up.
This is what I know about the Sex Pistols. You know that Freddie Armisen?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, Freddie Armisen. He was a real. I graduated.
We just know him as Fred, though.
Yeah.
You say Freddie, it's almost like when they used to say, hey, Chuck Heston and me. Me and Chuck Heston.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this. We went to high school together.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So then you
We
can
know
call him
this.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
So he used to
Freddie and Jimmy Brewer.
Yeah, Jimmy Brewer.
he used to have a mohawk in the 80s. He had this mohawk, and we were like,
A
what?
gay hawk?
Yeah.
It attacks the bird attacks you, but only through your asshole. And it puts worms into it.
But he was a big punk rock guy, and he was really
like the
into
Sex
that.
Pistols?
Yeah, he'd have his friends had Sex Pistol jackets and all that.
Yeah, we'll have a good time with him. Hey, how's mom and dad? Oh boy.
No, they're good, dude.
Maybe I should ask before the show.
No. It's amazing. Like when you have to have someone to take care of old people, they don't give a shit.
Oh, Jesus.
It's literally like yesterday. The nurse didn't show up.
Oh, God.
So thank God I was home, and about 9 o'clock I was ready to leave the house when something just told me, like, stick around today. What if this yo-yo doesn't show up? And sure enough, she doesn't show up.
Oh, man.
So I'm calling, and no one's calling back. So I just came off the road. I don't mind. I'm not complaining. No, I'm fucking complaining. And it's always, the sad part is, I hate to be judgmental, but it always seems to be linked to a particular genre of the ones that are just horrible.
Really?
I mean,
Did Carl hire her?
horrible.
Did Carl hire her?
Carl would want nothing to do with her. Carl would immediately go, "No, I don't even know why you even hired that type of human, because you and I both know their middle name is L and ends with Y."
Really busting apart some stereotypes, I guess.
And so, yeah, so she doesn't show up. Now, here's the problems when your parents get old. He fell down while I was away. I don't know how he fell. Who knows how he fell? But he takes these pills that make your skin really soft, and literally you could kill an elderly if they're on blood thinners. All you gotta do is scratch them, and they'll bleed out. They're just that easy.
True.
Yeah, it's like whatever they
blood
take.
thinners are scary, man.
Well, I come home.
And the skin, you could just peel it off.
Dude, it was the most disgusting
My mom
thing.
once fell on the same type of drugs, and her whole
Yes.
arm was gone.
Jesus, he almost.
Man.
Yeah,
What
I know.
The fuck.
You ever go to the museum
It's
for
supposed to be a scratch on anyone else.
You ever? What's
I know what you're talking about.
What's the museum where they have all the dead bodies?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
The Muter Museum?
No,
or the
no, it's
fucking...
it's called dead body. It's called
Oh,
the
yeah,
bodies.
yeah.
The bodies.
Yeah,
exhibit,
and you
right.
see like the raw. That's
Yeah,
my
with no skin.
father's arms.
Oh, my
were
God.
so disgusting raw, and his skin. There's no way you can even sew it together. So he's just got raw. He had a gash about 9 inches long. Went from his forearm. We didn't know what to do. We just kept covering him. Like, he's going to bleed out in 3 days.
Holy shit.
You know, they're like, he fell down, and I tried to pick him up. I don't know how his arms, he must have, when he fell, his arm scratch up.
Scratch up.
Yeah, no. Also, there's money missing, sweetie. No, I don't. I never touched no money. So,
oh, no.
Oh, dude, it's nonstop. It's fucking stuff.
You gotta hook up like one of those fucking nanny cams or something like that to see what the fuck they're doing.
I just did. I just hooked up my whole house with nanny cams so I can watch.
Security.
I already caught one. They'll sit them on the toilet for like. I came home one day and the place smells like shit.
Oh, no.
As soon as you walk into the house, I'm like, when he craps, it's dry heave. It's horrifying. So we walk in. And I'm like, where's the nurse? She's out on the back deck, on the phone, talking. She has no clue anyone's home. My father's sitting in the toilet. And then when I looked on the camera, he's been sitting there for like an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding?
No, they don't give a shit.
What did the nurse say when you confronted them?
She said, she got fired. But and I told her never to come back. But she's like, no, I put him there for 10 minutes. I said, all right, well, I've been videotaping. So if you want me to, should we look at the videotape? She's like, most he in there, maybe a half hour. This is a different one. She had a big southern accent. Most he been in there about 35, 40. I'm a woman of God. Like, no, no, you ain't no woman of God. So he's all right. He's all right. But I tell you, man, when you try to get help, you're in serious situation. Wow. It's good luck.
Yeah,
good luck. Doesn't matter. Veteran.
I know.
He probably had it easier when he was fighting Japanese.
Oh, my God, right?
Yes. Same with my mother. Fuck. My mother's still tonight. Remember the phone call? Mm-hmm. You know how many people shudder from that day coming on here and we call my mom?
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
That was really uncomfortable.
It was so well.
It takes a lot for me to get uncomfortable. That was brutal.
She's still in denial. Like I had her over about a week ago, and my dad's there. Are you whacking off, Jimmy?
He's got all right.
But for people, I don't even think I was walking up. I have to piss desperately, so I was pointing at my dick. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to interrupt.
For the people that don't know, Brewer called his mom and confronted her about possibly abusing Brewer's father.
Hitting him.
But we did it on the show, and she didn't realize she was talking to her own son because we all made believe we were other people.
You guys were great that day.
So uncomfortable, though, yeah.
You guys were great. So she goes,
I know a little bit about that shit.
He goes, now he's got dementia, so he's going, maybe I'll go back home today. It's back home.
Oh.
With who? He goes, wait, your mother. We'll go back to the house. I'll go home today. So he has no clue. He's been living in my house for like a year now.
Oh, man.
And then I told my mom, like, Mom, that was really, he said, well, he made his bed.
Oh, shit.
It's really a psychopath killer, like the way killer, like Sandusky. Sandusky will not
Admit accept that,
that
right,
he did anything or accept it.
Right.
My
Yeah.
mom will not accept like that she smacked around my father and threw shit in his face while he was in a wheelchair. It's creepy shit.
Wow, that is some fucking like antisocial behavior.
Dude, it's crazy.
Damn.
Look at this gorilla.
Oh, Hulk.
Oh, that's Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulkster's
Little
involved
sex
in
tape.
some sex tape scandal right now. You know Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yeah, I totally think him.
Yeah.
I think him and his wife, full blown.
Just set up the
Fucked over
Hulkster.
the Hulk.
Yeah, I don't know if he's.
But I don't-
involved.
Set me up, brother.
I
Yeah?
don't know if he's involved.
It didn't look like it. He's not that good an actor.
No, I don't think he's involved.
To be so natural.
But he definitely someone. I'm going to say he's set up 100%.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Of course.
Oh, man.
By the way, the Wiggles back in 2007. I
Yes.
just got
50 million?
Yeah, 45.
45
They grossed
million.
45 million.
Dude, I'm going at it. I'm going.
You
that way.
should.
I'm going.
We should take a break so we are on time for Johnny
Oh,
Rotten.
boy.
Please stick around.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
kind of farting
Please.
around till then because I don't
Oh,
want to get all.
dude.
I don't want to get all hopped up and then he shows
You're
up.
fucking perfect.
Yeah, you just move over.
No,
the
no,
brewer.
I'll hang in here. But I was afraid to go into too many things beforehand.
good.
Because then, right dead in the middle of it,
Doesn't matter.
I think it's going to be a lot better than you think.
Yeah,
I
could
hope
be.
so. Johnny Rotten next.
Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Busy day. We got Jim Brewer in studio.
Yeah.
And Johnny Rotten's outside the studio.
Yes, let's bring him in.
John Lydon. I wouldn't say Ryan.
Why not?
I have no idea. Come on in,
Hello.
Mr.
Hello.
Lydon.
Where do you expect us to be?
How you doing,
Here.
sir? Right there, your seat awaits. How you doing?
Wow.
Take a seat,
How are you?
my friend.
Sir. What's going on?
Nice. So how you doing today? Good.
It
Yeah?
lives. It shouldn't do it this time in the morning, but
No, you're right.
Want to hang here?
You're not.
Yeah, here, come here.
You're not a morning guy, are you? I wouldn't be.
I am.
Yeah, rock and roller.
No, I like to be up early.
Not many rock and rollers are up early. I gotta be
Oh,
honest.
Fuck that lousy lot.
Well, you've been getting up doing morning radio for years, right? You get used to it?
Yeah, I get up early anyway. I don't like too much the late nights. I work too hard for that.
You're still working though hard, right? You're,
Well,
you're still
the-
out
The
there.
kind of people you meet late at night, you really wish you hadn't.
Yeah.
A lesson learned very young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still fucking rocking. You haven't slowed down.
No, I view myself as 56 years young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got another 50 plus. till,
50
you
plus?
know. Yeah, no, when I hit 100.
100. But you've been in it for a
That's when I
long time
expect the
too.
rheumatism, but until then.
You've been in it for a while, so you started really young, obviously.
Well, you're as young as you feel in life.
Yeah.
And you mustn't allow yourself to like fall into that easy gap. And adults tend to talk to you badly when you're a child and tell you to act your age. Never, ever, ever listen to that.
Of course not. That's why we do this.
It is true. There are certain lifestyles that afford you the ability to stay in a state of arrested development. I kind of like
no,
that.
that's not quite what I meant at
No?
all. Quite the opposite.
Really?
No, a child is always curious and always wants to learn, and that's
Yeah.
the condition you keep yourself in.
But I like not having much responsibility.
Not giving up. No. I love responsibility.
Really?
Yes.
How?
No,
Why?
as a,
Why
as
would you
a
like
kid, I loved my
responsibility?
toys, and I wouldn't let anyone break them.
All right, well,
You know,
responsible
and
like
here
that.
It is in adulthood.
But do you like doing the drudgery of paying bills and things like that, or are they always late notices coming in?
Yeah, well, the drudgery for me extends to an accountant who pays them for me.
Okay, all right. See, that's what I mean. That
Well, you
being
have
able to afford
because-
the lifestyle.
No, you
to
have
be-
to do it that way because if you don't, the tax will fleece you something wicked. You know the whole system
that's true.
is
Yes.
corrupted.
Yes.
You know, the more you earn, the less you get. That's
But now,
how it
are you
works.
taxed in the UK or are you taxed here?
Both.
Holy
Whoa.
fuck! That's too
Not
much.
good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Holy shit!
That can't be good.
Double dipping.
I'm mostly American now because
Yeah.
I mean it got so bad in England. 78% means you can't function.
That's insanity.
78% of your fucking
And we're-
money.
Holy shit!
to pay for
That's
that
what we're
pile.
fighting. We're fighting to make sure we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
get to 78% in this country.
Yeah, we're trying.
We're fighting.
What did they go to England at one point? Like the Stones wanted to leave. What did they get to like 85 or 90%?
No,
at one
everybody
point?
wanted them to leave. There was a difference.
Was that it?
Jesus, that's
How do you
crazy,
function
man.
if they take
No, I mean, the
78%?
Stones, they lead that Mick Jagger, and
Yeah.
that's that Montserrat kind of lifestyle, isn't
Uh-huh.
it? You know, Monsieur is a rat.
How do you function if they take 78%? I can't wrap my head around
That's
that.
crazy.
Oh, it can get higher.
Man.
There was years ago a famous story. It was Benny Hill, a comedian.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
Benny.
His tax thing went up into 120%.
That's impossible.
Yeah, which means he owed more than he earned.
He paid. Jeez.
Well, it's famous when he died. He died on a mattress stuffed with cash.
Yeah.
The only he had three things he had: a mattress full of cash, a couch, and a TV full of porno.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a good life.
Yeah.
He loved big
Some-
tits.
Yeah, big titted girl
He
chasing
loved
him
it.
around.
Loved it.
Fantastic. So now, what are you doing these days? Obviously, you got the band still playing.
Yeah.
What about an album?
Yep, called
Yep.
This Is Pill. It's on our own label. It took me 2 decades to fight the record companies and finally be able to break free from them.
Wow.
It's a
They had you
serious.
tied up?
They have you tied up in every single which way, and you have to learn the patience of a saint to get out.
Right.
Of that. Well, hello.
Yeah. Well, you know what's good though. What do you think about the atmosphere today with being able
It's
to
funny
put out
you've
your
got
own?
Kramer on while we're talking.
Oh yeah, we just leave a fucking TV blaring away. I can see how much money I'm losing.
He's a bit nutty that way.
Oh yeah.
Would you really follow his investment?
No. He's got wacky sound effects. What are you gonna hide? He's like a morning shock jock radio show trying to tell you what stocks to buy. I'm not onto it.
Anyway, where were we? Somewhere important.
Yeah. You kind of, you know what though? It's kind of a good time to get out of that record company thing
I
now
think
because
so too. Yeah,
you're
I
in
mean,
that.
In many ways, I'm really happy to watch the corporate record business collapse. But there were some good things there.
Yeah.
When you really needed the backing, it was there, and it took away a lot of the daily the rigors.
You couldn't do it yourself years ago.
The office pressure. I mean, the pressure we're under. This is John, who's my manager.
How you doing, man?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's we're up at the crack of dawn working all day long, and then I have to go and trot the boards in the evening. But that's all right. I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm up for it.
And it's what
the lifestyle I've asked for.
And you still enjoy doing it.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much.
That's
the chance to insult the entire world.
Yeah.
On a daily basis.
do you ever find it like you're trying to top yourself?
No.
In doing things like that?
No. That's why I quit the Pistols.
Yeah?
Because that would have
Really?
been that would have been the case.
Yeah.
There was every member of the band I wanted to top at one point or another.
Yeah.
What's the difference between when you were in the Pistols and then in this band with the creative? What was the difference? Like, do you find it better
Sex
now?
Pistols was great because that's where I learned to write songs. Up until joining that band, I'd never considered singing, and there were many reasons. Because I went to Catholic school, and if you were co-opted into the choir, it meant the priests had direct access to you, and we know about the priests.
That's never good.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So let's say my singing style was,
a little different.
pretty improvisational. But I learned quick, and I loved it, and I got into like more serious topics, and in a personal politics kind of way, and that's what public image is now.
When you
it's from the heart.
When you're so influential, and obviously you are, and were back then too, so influential in a brand new genre of music. Where do you get your influences from to start something so different and new at that time?
Oh, it's a healthy childhood, and like I was saying earlier, I'm just interested in everything all the time, and I want to learn. My record collection is extensive. If anybody makes a record at all, I'm interested.
Really? Okay.
I know the pressures they go through to put that together. So I'm deeply fascinated with the end result, and I totally adore the effort that it takes to get that far. So for me, music is it's the thrill of my life.
You guys are very, very fuck the establishment. And does it bother you when you see a lot of bands today attempting?
Did you mean Fouquet?
Does it bother you when you see them trying to take that message, but you know that they don't really believe it?
Yeah, well, you start, and then a load of bands try to hop on your kind of like your drive or the doors you're opening, and then you get what they call a punk movement, which really isn't. It should have been called plonk, and it ends up with with nonsenses like what I say Green Day,
Right.
Yeah, they're not a
which
punk
are really
band.
leather jackets on coat hangers.
Of course. They're a mainstream rock band, and they keep throwing them in that punk category.
And
it's stupid.
And I don't mean to be spiteful to the laddies, because I kind of feel sorry for them. They're like, they're like little garden gnomes.
Brewer, you got something over there? Brewer?
They're not even has-beens.
No? All right.
They want to be.
Yeah.
But they're hugely popular.
They've been
and they make
successful.
a lot of money.
Yes.
And good luck to them on that level. But, I know I can sleep well at night. Cause I know that nothing that I'm up to is stolen or taken or copied from anybody or anything. I don't need to. Believe me, my life is full on interesting. I'm more than happy to share
I don't
this.
doubt it. Were you surprised years ago that your music took off? Especially, I mean, you were in the middle of disco and arena rock kind of stuff, and it was so different.
All these things, by the way, I like.
Yeah.
I do. I have no problems. All these different genres of music, and I quite happily will hop and skip through all the categories.
Really?
So for me, music, it really doesn't deserve labels. It's music, and just enjoy it as it is. But surprised about... Well, it wasn't instant success. It was more like infamy.
True. Yeah.
If you don't mind the pun, infamy. They've all got it in for me. I found that I was well-spoken and outspoken both at the same time, and the subject matters I choose. I mean, I'm direct and I'm explicit. I don't mess about with the words. I go straight to the point.
Right, yeah.
And for me, my mind, I come from the working class of Britain, and we view ourselves as disenfranchised, and we're rather angry about that. And that's the drive
What were
and
you
the creative energy in me. And let me explain it. In Britain, we view ourselves as like, we have to because of the way the society is structured. There's those that have, and there's all of us mixed races down there that have not. The melting pot.
Yeah. And
we don't separate ourselves quite the same way you do in America. I mean, you love categories here, don't you?
We certainly do. Yes, we do.
Girls that will fuck and girls that won't.
What were you angry about? What was the big I'm pissed off?
The opportunities were never there. The schooling was always piss poor, and you were always told you had no opportunity and to not bother the system. You just go along and toe the line, and that's impossible for someone like me. I mean, I had serious childhood illnesses when I was young. I lost my memory for 4 years.
Really?
And so, for someone that loved to read at 4, that was a very...
How do you...
7.
You were in the hospital for a year, right? Weren't you in the hospital?
What happened?
Meningitis.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I know, and there's a lot of that going around at the moment.
Yeah.
What does meningitis do to you? I mean, I know it, but I don't know what it does.
Yeah, it's fluid on the brain, and it just shuts down certain systems. And bog coma, 3 months of that at 7, a year in the hospital, and I couldn't remember my own parents. And so, this is this constant knowledge search. That for me, that's what I mean when I say remain a child. I'm still like that sponge absorbing energy. I never want to lose that.
There's
feeling.
something to be said
that's
about
why
that.
I don't like sleep too much.
Yeah, you're going to miss something. God damn, there's something to be said.
The fear of not waking up.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Oh,
Even when you were younger?
Yeah, because you can remember not being able to move,
Fuck.
Are you afraid of that?
You can remember them prodding you and you not being able to move, and then that never, ever leaves.
That's like a torture.
Yeah, does death scare you?
No, death would have been an easy resolve. It was that condition of immobility. That was the real challenge.
You remember when they were prodding you?
You're aware that at any age that someone could pull the plug on you.
Sure.
Here, You know,
Jeez.
Holy crap!
So are you a
Thank
bad
God for
sleeper?
gaffer tape.
Yeah.
Are you a
Tape
bad sleeper as a
action.
result? Like it's hard for you to get to sleep?
Yeah, very, very serious sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Not quite insomnia. It's a little heavier than that. And that's why I sleep with half my brain still like going. Don't let the bastards get you.
Oh man, I have to go to sleep with something on, like a TV or something. I can't be left alone with my own
I
thoughts.
Can't stand that.
I'll
no.
never go to
Yeah,
sleep.
No, I don't like to listen to other
Well, I
people
shan't be
babbling.
sleeping with you.
For me, one of the biggest thrills, because we travel a real long time on the tour bus from one gig to another, because I hate the planes.
Oh, yeah.
Is just looking out the window. America, I find this as a country the most amazing place on earth.
Yeah, coming from a small
Diverse-
nation.
the diversity of
Yeah.
one state to another. And I
Yeah.
mean, for me, that's songwriting material right there.
Right, yeah. You're inspired by what you see out the fucking bus window.
Anything
Yeah.
human beings get up to fascinates me.
Is there any place you don't like working? Like any place you don't like doing gigs?
Strip clubs.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm always first on the bill. And I'm a bad bunny with a pole.
Are you more optimistic or pessimistic about people when you're writing songs?
Optimistic.
Optimistic?
Yeah,
I
think
find
so.
I'm surprised by that a
pessimistic
bit.
about myself. I mean, I'll write self-debilitating songs, and I'll criticise myself. And oddly enough, when people hear those kind of things, they think it's about them. They don't realise that's self-analysis.
Oh, it's about you because I listen to the songs and you come off as more cynical and pessimistic about humanity.
That's me questioning myself.
Oh, okay.
To try and overcome those demons of self-doubt.
But you do have general optimism in humanity?
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
I've got
that's
to, and I
how?
mean, what's the choice? Reality?
Yeah, oh, okay. At least you're calling reality.
I've seen reality TV. That don't work.
That's not reality.
That's what leads me to believe like we're doomed as a species.
Oh, that's so easy. That's too many Lou Reed
Is it?
albums with you.
All right, you're right.
Okay, you're right.
Oh, God damn. Well, I find that surprising, though, but it's about yourself. You're always trying to, you're very self-critical.
So. I think you better clean up your own act before you start pointing fingers at other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is with me.
Yeah.
When you write, like if you want to write, do you say, all right, I want to write about something and then sit down to do it? Or will you wake up and just go, I have to write about this because I'm thinking
It
of
just occurs quite naturally. You don't force yourself into any working position, or you don't adopt a favourite chair because that's not writing anymore. That's repetition. That's finding comfort in in boring routines, and you'll never ever resolve any situation or problem in humanity through a routine.
That's not good for creativity.
We are
obviously.
not ants.
Yeah.
I leave that to the Japanese.
I want to ask you about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What do you think of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Though? You guys were inducted.
Hideous fiasco.
Of course.
Hideous fiasco.
And you didn't show up.
I didn't only not show up. I sent them an extremely poignant letter.
Oh, right. I was actually there when they read that. I went to see Black Sabbath.
Well, you see,
yeah.
this is it's an institution that cloaks itself in secrecy when they hold their ballads. You never know who's voting for what. So being nominated is not really an award at all.
Sure.
It's some kind of skullduggery or smuggery.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've had nothing but problems with Pistols and Pill for 20 years from record companies. How on earth am I going to accept an award from that lot?
Right.
After they're just
my
fucking you,
award
like,
would
yeah.
be a decent record contract,
Right.
and shove the rest of that right up where it hurts. We're back to pole dancing.
Do you think they put you...
And so I sent this letter, and I thought they'd get the point. Well, in a weird way, they did, because it's now one of the main features of the museum in Cleveland.
Oh, shit.
Good for
It
you.
almost backfired. Wait a minute.
Like urine in wine was one of the
Do you think that they put you guys in just because they had to? Like, a lot of times they don't acknowledge things when they're happening, and then in hindsight they had to.
It was in an incorrect order, too. There was some nonsense with the Clash going before us. And,
You like the Clash?
Yeah, but come on, they came a long time after me.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They were hanging on to the shit stains of my old shirt. You can't take the Irish out of me. I've only recently discovered toilet paper. It don't work.
No.
So do bands like Green Day know that you kind of like, even though they much look up to you, that you kind of look down at them
They
and go like,
don't
you're
look
not the
up
real
at me.
thing?
They expect me to acknowledge them, and I do, but not in the way that they would find appropriate.
They would like, no.
I ran into them a few years ago. It was some mad thing at the what was that place? The Museum of Modern Art here.
MoMA?
Yeah, there was some. They were doing something about British clothing, and of course, you know, I feature highly in such activities. and Green Day were some of the guests there, so I just ran across the hall and told them what I thought.
Oh shit!
And what'd you say to them?
You have to be honest.
Yeah,
you know,
but what'd you say to them?
It's not a personal attack. It's
Right.
like, look, you're fucking rubbish, you know. Just be
Wow.
honest.
Nice. Good for you.
That must have been
I'll tell you one of the
crushing.
great things of that night. Oh, sod them. I've forgotten them already. Was running into Richard Gere, who I found to be hilarious fun.
Wow.
You know, and I was thinking hamsters.
First thought we all have.
The first thing I always think of
Or
that.
was it
Number
gerbil?
one.
I think it was a gerbil.
Might have been a gerbil. Yeah.
String tied around
You
the
know,
little
he's
thing's
a
leg.
really good bloke. He's
Really?
really, really funny.
I hear
You know,
he likes going up to
when he-
tables and trying to get girls women.
Yeah, but I mean,
guys
no,
women.
seriously, as an actor, he does good work, that man, you know,
Yeah.
and he's outside of the Hollywood system, or shitstem as we know it.
Yes.
And so, you know, I applaud that. So he's going to get that kind of bad press just because he walks his own pattern, his own route, his own road.
Yeah,
You wind
apparently,
up
And that's, you know, made a road rise with you.
We-
For
yeah, we-
anybody that stands up and faces this world as an individual gets my applause, and always be wary of the put down bad press. Right?
Unless
'Cause
he
really,
gets-
the more that they spread these kind of rumours, it means the more that what you're doing really matters.
But you don't give a shit about the press.
Well, of course I do. They can have all the shit I've got to offer.
There is a certain freedom in them, like knowing what you're all about and you kind of putting it out there, because there's no secrets, there's no stress of having to hide something.
It would be a shame if the media had. Well, it is a shame because they tend not to write the truth too often, and it doesn't seem to be much of a legal representation for individuals out there.
Well, they could put
And
allegedly,
so
that's
you
why.
have to run the gauntlet. And yes, I understand. Well, you asked for it,
Right.
you big loud mouth, famous, etc. Yeah. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think I can cope with it, but I know a few people out there that haven't over the years.
Yeah.
You know? And they tend to go into the self-pity and go church mousey, and then the drug habits start creeping in, and the alcohol.
Right.
You know,
Were you always
it's
able
very
to...
difficult to try and like because I discipline myself really well. You know, I understand that drugs are a wonderful source of entertainment, and not a problem at all. And it's the same with alcohol, because you know I know the limitations, and I know that it's all about social for me, and I don't lock myself away. But many artists are very, very, very temperamental
Yeah.
and touchy.
Did you
And
get yourself in trouble?
I wish that they would socialise more and kick that weakness out of themselves.
When you were younger, did you get yourself in trouble with the fame and success?
What do you think?
Well, I assume yes, but I do assume yes.
Oh, I was like ping pong with the jail system.
Yeah.
You know, and then I became unpopular. Which actually, that's when all the trouble stopped.
Really?
Yeah, because I found something to do, songwriting. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting, because
Yeah.
I would assume that it was more the lifestyle and getting popular as a musician that would get you in trouble.
Oh, no. I was a bad bunny from a very early age.
Okay, so even before...
Yeah.
You said
God,
something.
I'd hit the aspirin at 12.
Jeez. Started early.
You said something in a drug.
That was
Yeah, I assumed the
Nom
aspirin.
de plume.
Yeah. Nom de plume of drugs, yes.
I saw drug.
One has to be discreet.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
You did a panel on legalizing drugs, which I saw, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
And you talked about how you think that the problem is that information is withheld.
Yeah. If I think if young kids knew the real content and the results of some of the things they're shoving into themselves, like bath salts,
Right, yeah.
You know, you really need to know what you're doing here. you'd cause less problems. I'm all for transparency of information on everything, unwanted pregnancies, the lot, because you're just causing problems by denying knowledge to young people. I mean, we're back at that again. This is my constant
Right,
thing,
right.
you know. So, I mean, even in a song like One Drop, I say we're the ageless, we're teenagers. This is how I feel in life.
Yeah.
And so here I am. I'm declaring that I think all information should be readily available.
People confuse that with
I don't
condoning
want
things,
religion, and it is religion that's getting in here
Uh-huh.
and somehow casting aspersions on us of what we should and shouldn't be knowing. It's like limiting the English language and reducing certain words out of it because they've got a
Yeah.
naughty, saucy context.
Right, yeah.
You know, well,
People do
fucking hell,
confuse
you
that.
cunts, you know. I'm an Anglo-Saxon Celt. I say what I like and bollocks.
People do confuse giving people knowledge with condoning stuff.
Yes.
So that's why they try to keep it.
Which is quite the opposite.
It's stupid,
You see,
right?
there, there goes a moralistic value that's got to be stopped because I don't need somebody else's morals to decide what's right or wrong for me. I need the information, and I'm more than capable
And then you'll make the
of
decision.
making the right decision.
Of course.
Somehow I don't think people are getting confused
You know,
with the
I'm
fact
sorry,
that you
but I
might.
don't want
That's a bit
radox up my
logical.
nostril.
Listen to somebody
It's too
else.
logical. Too
I think
logical.
we're past the point of thinking you might listen to somebody.
I've done my listening.
Yeah, no shit, man.
Stand in line.
What do you think it was about you guys, too, or you in particular, that the people just...
Oh, yeah.
I know you.
Jim Brewer.
Yes.
Jim Brewer.
You were on Saturday night. weren't you?
Yeah,
I know, sir.
Hey.
Goat boy.
That's fantastic.
Oh, hilarious.
He was just asking Goat Boy for some more coffee.
He did turn to Goat Boy and ask for a cup of coffee.
and then realized it was Jim Brewer.
Rolling, sir.
How are you, man?
Oh, it lives.
John needs some more coffee, please.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Are you a big coffee drinker? Get that energy
Yeah,
level
not
up?
really, but
No?
I mean, it's early in the morning, isn't it? You know, you got to have something, like, you know, put a rev in your bum.
Got to do something. You doing a lot of live shows?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Currently on tour.
Where are you playing?
All
locally?
over. We just played last night in Williamsburg. It was just
How'd it
great,
go?
wonderful little theatre.
Yeah.
Brilliant atmosphere, that place.
What are the crowds like now? What?
Adorable.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yes.
Do you get fans from?
No, it's a pill zone. People come for the right attitude. All the dogs are outside in the street. In here, in our house, we call it. It's a house of love and friendship.
Nice.
Yes, and sharing and generosity of mind and spirit. It's a proper rave.
Yeah.
With a Paddy shindig thrown in, with a
Paddy
Turkish folk
shindig.
band at a Greek wedding.
It sounds
And
fantastic.
pizza on the menu.
And you're performing. Let me plug a couple of your dates.
Yeah.
Here in New York at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Nice.
This October 13th, which I think that's Saturday. And in Boston at the Royale Boston, October the 15th. And there's dates all up and down. You can go to Pill's website because they have San Francisco, Chicago, Toronto, Montreal, all these places
You're going to
coming
see
up.
the country.
Yeah, and Canada too.
And you don't fly.
Nah.
God, those bus rides, I know you love
No,
America.
I love them. I
but
love them. I
they're
love them. You've got
long.
such a brilliant country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
there's
you
a lot
should
to
see
see.
all of it, or every chance you get.
Yeah.
You know, well, except maybe around Chicago, because that's a little on the industrial side.
True. Well, you might as well
It's
see
one
it,
of
though.
the most surprising things when you leave Chicago late at night after a gig. And you see the beautiful colours in the sky in the dark, and you realise that's all industrial waste being pumped into the air.
Put a little,
it's
a little
death.
starlight through
It's
it. It looks
death.
great.
It's death, really well lit.
Well lit death.
America does it so well.
Did you see yourself still touring at your age now when you were growing up and
I don't
just started
know
getting into it?
when you're 16 and 17, as you can see very much farther beyond, the end of your nose.
True, yeah.
That's one of the joys and problems of being a teenager, isn't it?
Yeah.
You grow out of being just selfish because you have to share the world with other people.
Yeah. Did you see?
And I can't wait to share myself with all of you.
I love John, man. John is a blast.
John rules.
God damn.
Hey, is it
You fucking rule, man.
is it harder? Is it harder?
Come here, goat boy. I got a pair of Wellingtons.
Go boy.
Just calls him Goat Boy.
Jeez, Boomer's done all. That's
great,
That's great. Fucking love it.
Funny.
Is it harder as you go on to kind of remain true to who you are, like as you get older and more successful?
No, because your friends and your family, and particularly my wife, I mean, they keep you, well level-headed.
How long you been married, John?
Nora, it's like it's the frying pan on the back of the skull if I get too bad.
Enough of your
did you ever remember the
shenanigans.
old cartoon Al Kabong?
Oh, yeah. It was fucking.
The horse with the mask. And
Yes.
the frying pan. I know the banjo. Al Kabong.
Yeah,
Well, that's it if I'm in at 4 a.m. So hence the early nights. But you do that, because you're sharing your life with other people, and you've got to do that. And of course, I've got grandkids and things like that. So it's family.
You've got
connections.
grandkids. Wow. How long you been married?
Oh, nearly 30 years now.
Wow, yeah.
I know, I'm John. I don't make commitments lightly.
No shit, huh?
Good for you. 30 years.
But is
I'm
that
like Super Glue. You can't get rid of me.
No, apparently not.
and you like the fact that you're married to somebody that kind of just that doesn't?
Yeah, because we're so different.
Right.
See, totally different people and view everything differently. And so everything is sort of a semi-argument, but it isn't really. It's like a debate. And
Which is
it's 'cause
healthy.
It is, because, I mean, she'll watch all those, like, E-entertainment horrible
Oh,
things, right?
no.
But she'll feed me the lines I need to know.
You get the filtered
To
version.
go through all of it.
Yeah.
And that's rather good.
The filtered version, yeah.
Yes,
What kind of-
absolutely.
what kind of music
my
does she
God,
listen
and
to?
anything with Ryan
All right.
Seacrest on is a problem for me.
What kind of music does
Not a
she
big
listen
fan.
to, John?
Well, that eliminates 3/4 of TV, doesn't it?
Exactly. He's on everything.
His
on every
radio stuff
fucking-
is really good, though. I think he's
Oh,
terrific.
Jesus.
The New Year's Eve thing, he does a delightful job with that.
Says everything you need to know about America. He stinks.
Yeah.
But we all fucking gobble it up. What kind of music does your wife listen to?
Oh, my God. She's into the Rihannas and things, you see.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Soft R&B stuff.
Yeah, well, which
You
is
guys are
it's
different.
kind of odd for me because, I'm listening to a lot of the backbeats and the samples. I'm going, that sounds like old Public Image.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know it's true.
Oh, yeah. You're hearing shit that.
Yeah. All the way through rap, through all of it.
Does it bother you, or do you like that you've been
Dance,
influential?
Disco. No, look, it's a good thing. It means, that music sounds better. It sounds more like how I like it to be. But unfortunately, there's no royalties or money in it.
Right. Yeah.
That's the missing bit.
Did you feel with the Pistols that that the image was transcending what you wanted to do musically? Like that was taking the front center stage?
No, never, no.
Like kind of a freak show almost. Of,
No, it became kind of sad because of certain members like getting involved with silliness in drug habits and stuff, and so that became an emotional problem.
Yeah,
But never overtaking the band. I mean, it reached a point there. I just said to an audience in San Francisco, "Ever get the feeling you've been cheated?" Because I felt cheated out of it. And that was it. Goodbye.
Wow, really?
I think I've seen that video. That's on video, right? You can actually see that. That's just the end of the show.
I thought that was the best use of the Fillmore ever.
Wow, man. Really? That was it?
Yeah.
Hey, did you
so I eliminated that Jefferson aeroplane nonsense. Somebody has to do that around here.
You don't have any sacred cows in the music business?
How is Adele?
That's a fucking fat joke.
She is a fatty.
Holy fuck.
It's pretty quick. It's pretty quick.
I love it. I fucking love it, man.
Were you a Beatles guy, or did you not?
No. My mum and dad loved the Beatles, and it used to drive me crazy. It's, sometimes your parents can turn you off things accidentally. But, you know,
wow,
other
yeah.
things like they loved. But I turned them on too. I mean, I got my mum really interested in Alice Cooper.
Really?
Yeah.
And you were into Alice Cooper, apparently.
Yeah, well, you know, just for the laugh of it.
Right,
you know.
right.
I don't mind watching blokes dangling on piano wires.
yeah. Well, that's somebody whose stage show and persona overtook any music that he
Yeah,
really
but in a
made.
hilarious, innocent kind of like happy way.
And it fit with the time.
No, I
yeah.
will always love Alice, and he's a great bloke to meet, and you know, just really easy.
He's very into golf, I hear.
That's the sad.
That made me go like, really?
That visual of Bing Crosby and Alice Cooper
Yes.
putting little balls about with strange sticks.
Isn't that just an odd thing? When I found out he golfed, I was a little taken
well, that
aback myself.
explains the Ryder Cup situation.
We lost the Ryder Cup today.
Yeah, I saw.
Did you lose it? Oh my
I
gosh!
saw Piers tweeting about that. Do you
Got our ass kicked.
Who won it then? Who won
I
the
don't
Ryder
know.
Cup?
I have no idea.
I saw Piers
we had a big
crowing about that.
We had a big lead, and you kicked our ass.
Wait, is the Ryder's Cup golf?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
America versus like the world, basically.
Yeah, well, it ain't NASCAR.
Yeah. Do you are you into social media at all? Twitter or
No. I know, you know, obviously somebody around me uses it, but I ain't going to spend the rest of my life like attached to a silly phone telling someone I've just woke up, I fancy a cup of coffee. Oh dear,
Exactly.
The toilet seat fell, I've got a bruise.
But we need.
It's so self-important and at the same time unimportant completely.
It definitely fits your persona. Not getting involved.
Yeah, no, you don't need to do that.
But he would have a lot to say. That he would be a good.
You'd
one
be
to
a very
follow.
entertaining guy to follow if you just spoke your mind on it. It'd be fun.
Yeah,
But that's
man,
the
'cause
trouble.
you wouldn't be talking about that
And I
shit.
know people that get addicted to it, so they end up having no life at all, talking about the life that they're planning.
Just live. That's brilliant. Yes. Just live your life. We were talking about how people go to concerts and they hold their phones up and they're taping stuff, and it's like, it's right in front of you.
Drives me
Watch
mental.
it, you dummy.
Drives me mental.
Yeah.
So the old-fashioned version used to be going on holiday and spending all day in a hotel room writing postcards of "Wish you were here."
Right.
Well, you know where?
What, writing
a hotel
postcards?
room. Yeah, but exactly that. It's so annoying. Holding up them bleeding cell phones, snapping pictures or whatever. People missing the real experience.
They're too busy recording what they're doing and not doing
Well,
what
that's
they're
so
doing.
you can watch it later.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to watch it later.
Word. Living vicariously.
Vicariously.
You know, Isn't that a nasty word?
You never want to live vicariously.
No, you do
wanna
not.
live.
You want to live victoriously.
Yes. God damn.
He's right.
That's amazing.
We're learning.
What is it about you guys you think that the public gravitated to? Because the whole fucking young people just loved you
Well, it
guys
must have been
immediately.
the underwear, if you ask me.
Do you think it was the message or the fact that you were saying "fuck you" and they couldn't say "fuck you" to?
No, it wasn't as trivial as that. It's the voice of hope. You know, I mean, I've never been like offering like death and sadness and murder and mayhem to the world. For me, revolution is a passive thing. It's I believe in philosophically Gandhi. Passive resistance. You can make a system collapse just by not contributing to it. That's the most correct way. And I think philosophically, in the history of mankind, that Gandhi message has been the absolute almost importantest.
Do you think that people
Because I don't believe in the Bible.
The Bible. The drivel of the Bible. Do you think a lot of people misunderstood that, though? Because I think a lot of people had more of the impression that you were for violence and
Well, that's utter nonsense, isn't it? Because there's no evidence to back that up.
Right,
at all.
right. I think people had that impression, though, for some reason.
You know, am I violent because of police harassment? Well, damn right, but that's a different agenda.
Do you feel you were targeted because
not
of your...
all of us go to prison willingly.
Do you feel you were targeted because of who you were?
Yes, like I said earlier, if you stand up and you're loud and proud about what it is you're offering the world, you're putting your head in a weird way in a chopping block. You expect to take those knocks. But enough of the important stuff gets through that there is that hardcore of people that understand what it is you're saying, and they'll take that message and expand that into their universes, and slowly but surely, good influence all round. You could call that Zen if you like.
Sure, sure.
You know.
It sounds a lot more reasonable than I think people had the impression of you years ago.
I haven't shot you dead yet. I've had every opportunity. Come on now.
He is quite reasonable.
I am. Johnny Romantico here.
Is there anything that you didn't like that you looked at in the establishment that you hated when you were younger? That like as time has gone on,
the fact that I had no place in it. I hated that, and then I grew up realizing I really didn't want to.
Yeah,
and you know. I don't mind contributing to society as a whole. I don't mind paying my tax, and I believe in looking out for people that are less fortunate than me. I have no problems with that, but I won't take dictates and mandates and rules and regulations that I think stifle my personal freedoms. So I'm a curious blend of, well, I don't know, what was the American politic?
Sort of libertarian with a
No,
touch
I can't
of...
stand that bunch. They're
Really?
so freaky weird.
They do come off as weirdos. They are for less government up your ass,
Yeah,
but...
I'm totally for less government,
Yeah.
but I'm totally for caring for those less fortunate.
Right.
So I'm a cross between the two. And
Yeah.
no, I'm not sitting on a fence. Not with this fat ass.
No,
I mean, very painful.
I think a lot of people,
But
again...
I think most people think like I do, and
Yes.
I don't like the extremism of far left, far right.
But that's the categories that we were talking about earlier that
And
Americans seem to
who's
love.
telling us that that's it? Well, why should I accept that?
Yeah, yeah.
Sod 'em all. You seen that political debate the other week?
Yeah.
Obama and Romney. That was the most dullest thing.
Of course it was.
Really, that's a
It's
crime
horrible.
against nature. And I didn't pay for that. I still want my money back.
Two stiffs.
I think a lot more people are a mixture. They pick and choose of what you like. Some people
But
are
is it
conservative.
our fault, though, that we're demanding this to be an entertaining kind of podium?
It
You know,
doesn't.
Are
It's not
we
supposed
pushing
to
it
be.
into that?
Yes.
Well, or is it being shoved down your throat?
Yeah,
Matt?
is it
A
being
beauty
You don't have a
contest, a
choice.
popularity contest, nothing to do with the actual ability to lead or the
No. No.
and wanting
It's about-
to classify
what's
people.
that phrase? Zingers.
Yeah. They wanted zingers. I don't want a president that can deliver zingers.
Well, that's what America needs.
Yeah.
Sound bites and zingers.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all
Who
about that.
coined the phrase zinger? That's a kind of a fairly new one, isn't it?
Oh, I think that's
Real zinger.
like old.
Well, he's got a real
I think
zinger.
vaudeville.
Oh, maybe it's me. I always thought it was something to do with zits and spots.
Yeah, you got to sing.
You
Get
know,
some proactive.
when you burst a real good butterball. that's a zinger.
Oh, that's horrible.
you smell really good, by the way.
Wow.
He has great cologne.
Christian
Yeah.
Dior.
A true gentleman.
Well, when you
Dior.
don't wash, you got to do something.
Ewok is telling us that you have to go because
sort
you're
of gotta
doing-
wrap
Oh,
up.
yeah,
You're a
that's
busy
right.
man.
Busy.
Very busy.
Yeah, and I'm going to be recording back here in a few hours. An hour
Really?
and a bit, yeah.
Not in the
Nice.
afternoon, right?
Yeah, which is nice. I like the opportunity to do that. But early in the morning,
Yeah.
live singing, that's... you
That's
know.
the rough nut, man.
Oh, that's
yeah, 'cause
it. Hey, Goat Boy.
Yeah, man.
Check out Honky Donkey in an hour and a half.
Man, John, what a fucking blast.
Let me promote the dates real quick,
Yeah.
just so people know where they can see John live. Coming up, he was just in Brooklyn, Clifton Park, New York. That's October 12th. Here in Manhattan, the Hammerstein Ballroom, which is an amazing venue.
Saturday.
That is Saturday the 13th. And October 15th is Boston, the Royal Boston. And go to the website for all tour dates, and you can see what you need. And what is the new album called, which came out in May?
This is Pill.
Which you can, of course, grab
Public
off iTunes.
Image Limited.
That's right.
Very fucking cool,
Yeah,
man.
there's
Thanks
nothing
so much.
limited in it.
That was fucking
you, John.
phenomenal. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, right
Thanks for
on.
chat with us, fellas. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Can I grab a picture? You can. It's amazing.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Money.
Boom, bang, boom.
Money.
How great was
interview,
Johnny
man.
Rotten?
Oh, that was cool.
Ant did a great job with
Ant
that
did
one.
a great Amazing job.
Really good.
I had no idea what the fuck I was even
That
talking
was
about.
so good, dude.
I have no idea. That was pretty good. He was good, man. He was fun.
He was fucking
funny.
great. By the way,
Yes, Jimmy was right.
Jimmy correct.
Yes.
Jim Norton correct.
Jimmy Norton.
What do you mean?
We thought we would have a problem.
I knew he'd be great. I knew it. I honestly knew it because he's a legend. Like a guy like that, you're not that famous for that long without being.
He's
a good
harmless.
talker.
Yeah,
In the end,
true.
he's harmless.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
He's harmless.
See, we didn't know. He's harmless.
No.
We'll have him back. He couldn't hear my fucking questions.
I was right next to him. I noticed that his hearing is probably not great from 30 years
man.
of live music.
He wasn't putting on the
but he didn't
headphones.
have headphones on, so I kept
true,
I kept
yeah.
starting questions, but he was looking at Ant.
Yeah.
So I felt like a dick. Like I was I was kind of waiting for him to look in my direction.
Well, he saw Ant. Ant was clear the alpha male.
Yeah.
He definitely.
In his eyes,
No, we
oh, it's
had.
a fucking alpha male.
We
Well,
definitely
yeah.
were having a conversation.
That was
yeah.
great, dude.
Yeah, that was cool. That was fucking fun, man. He's a legend. That was hilarious.
He turns to ask me to get him coffee.
Yes, he was gonna. Hey, intern.
It's
What
one
are
of
you?
them. He's like, can I get more coffee? Oh shit! I know you.
I know you.
It's fucking Goat Boy. And he actually tried doing the goat.
Yes, he did. That's hilarious.
You said it best. Like somewhere in his life, he was sitting there.
watching SNL. And fucking just late at night, he's like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. He's like a boy, yet he's a goat. This is fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
I love this guy here. He's different. He's off the beaten path. He's like me.
He can't get through a fucking sentence without sounding like a fucking goat. It's just priceless.
Breaking it down. Oh, we didn't ask him about the butter fucking commercial. I knew the commercial.
Yeah.
He did a commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's just it.
And he got a lot of shit for it. He would have had something good to say about that.
Yeah.
We just forgot. Fuck.
I wanted
know
to
what
ask
you're
him,
talking
but
about.
yeah, the butter commercial. Oh, I wanted to say to him too. I forgot. These are questions I was going to ask. Because he used to shit his pants and sit in it all day in school, and that we forgot to talk about. 'cause I used to do the same thing.
Jesus.
I did that once. That's great.
Yeah,
Did you?
Oh, that's
All mushy and gushy.
You were scared to tell someone you shit your pants?
It hardens up and it smells like rust. it has a rusty
You know
smell.
what? I know that from Tippy Tom.
Yeah, it smells like rust.
When we used to fucking cut his underwear off.
Yeah.
Like a
I know.
penny smell. Like
Yeah.
a rotten
It
penny
doesn't smell that bad after a while.
I had a crush on this girl, Kelly, and I was in 3rd grade. I remember I took a fucking horrid dump in my pants, and we were standing in front of, like, to leave the classroom, and she was right behind me. And she's like, "Did you go poops in your pants?"
Oh, God.
And it was my first attempt at sarcasm. I was like, "Yeah, sure." as a fucking medallion hung in my underpants. Yeah.
Medallion.
Yeah.
Jeez, that guy got hit by a car. We're
And
watching-
video. There's
video
of
of
it.
everything now. There's just cameras at so many places. We're seeing things that you never used to see.
You used to just hear
fucking
about.
yeah, like car wrecks and fucking people getting run over.
Well, Ice Cream Man is the best one that got ran over.
Oh, that one's great.
Remember
He
Ice
goes
Cream
out
Man?
into the street.
Yeah,
puts
he's
his
just
arms
fucking
out.
showboating. He's in the
Yeah.
street doing his shit, and an ice cream.
Ice cream truck slams into him.
We talked to the
Fucking
guy.
hammers him.
20 years from now, though, everything will
Could
be.
you show Brewer
Yes, future Jimmy is telling us everything will be taped.
and then we won't
in
care
20
anymore.
years.
Then we won't care.
You're right,
It's
we'll be used to it.
Here it is for Brewer. We talked
And
to
that'll
this
be
guy.
the law. Gangster hit
Oh,
by
yeah.
ice cream
Yeah.
truck.
Full
Wild-
screen, please.
Wild.
Watch this. This is one of
Okay.
my favorite videos.
He's
All
just
right.
he's just fucking.
Now what is he doing?
He's just goofing.
Okay.
Wait, is this a different version of it?
Nah, this is it.
He's walking
This is the long version.
to the street.
So now look, he's being all like, I'm
all
a tough
right, so
guy.
now he's-
Look, I'm gonna fuck the traffic a little bit.
Oh, all right. He's showboating. He's tempting the traffic.
Yeah.
He really is tempting the traffic.
He's trying to be a badass. Now
He just clowning. He just clowning, you know.
Look at him
he's doing the slide dance.
We got to repost that on the Facebook page.
It's what a wonderful clip.
phenomenal.
Oh, you almost said phenomenal.
I think
Awesome.
That is awesome.
I think
It's
the funniest
awesome.
part is the guy filming. He just relaxed, goes, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
shit!
Oh, damn.
shit!"
You all right?
That guy
Oh,
was a bit
shit.
cocky. We talked to him. He was very cool. I
Yeah,
remember
that's
him being
right. We
very
did
cool.
talk to him.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yay.
All right.
What? There we go. Ah, that's
Just
great.
gets
I like that.
slammed.
The music is great too. It's really fucking jamming. In a pair of shorts.
Oh, brother.
Oh, shit.
That knocked him like 15 feet.
It really did.
He was all right, by the way.
Right there. Bang!
Look at his legs going.
Look at his leg.
No major injuries.
Oh.
No, because he got knocked to the side. He didn't get runned over.
Ooh, wow.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Well, you know, the ice cream guy was probably snotted out of his mind.
Oh, yeah.
High.
He's all fucking high on the
all
pot.
pie-eyed,
Yeah.
smoked out.
On the weed.
Good for him.
Yeah, smoking
Good
Chiba.
times.
Johnny Rotten.
He was great.
That was
fucking
awesome.
Hey, I'm playing Jersey.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
bro.
I forgot. Where am I playing?
Let me see.
Just find it on a website.
No, we got to give you a proper plug here, Mr.
Just
Union?
fucking find it.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Just fucking.
Just go on a
everything-
website.
Everything Brewer, JimBrewer.com.
Yeah,
Why don't we
find
have
that.
Brewers plugs? Where's
There
it
it
playing?
is. Where am I? Union County Performing Arts Center.
Broadway.
When
You
you
been there?
No, I've not.
Never even heard of it.
No, but I'm sure it's a good place.
Are you
A lot of
playing
these
in a
cities-
prison?
I just know the prison's there, Rahway.
There's a prison in Rahway?
That's the
Yeah,
first
it's the
Scared Straight.
famous
Was it
fucking
Rahway?
prison.
You're kidding me.
Scared
Big
Straight.
prisoner. Yeah.
Really?
The first
Yeah.
one, yeah. Rahway.
Wow.
Kenny
need
might
the
have worked
picture,
there.
too.
Brewer's looking all badass in that picture.
Yeah, that's when I was feeling really good about
Going on.
myself.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
working out a lot.
You're
I was
like,
riding my
"Fuck
bike.
you."
And yeah.
That's a go fuck
Yeah, I
yourself
was like,
face.
fuck you, Hollywood. You don't even know what you're missing. That's exactly what that
You
picture
don't even
is.
know what you're missing.
You don't even know what you're missing. Go ahead, pass that guy in it. Better looking than that faggot.
Look at me.
Look at
You
me.
got
Look
like
how
neck
good-looking I am.
muscles. Look at you.
Look at that.
Fucking neck muscles.
I got tan.
Let me see
Yeah.
that picture.
Look at the shadow on my face. I look hot.
Yeah, that's like half
the
your
eye.
Fucking
Your head-
dreamy look.
Your head is half in shadow. Yeah, you're all
That's
badass.
me trying to sell chicks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of confidence
How's that
in
working
that
out?
shot.
That's me trying to. It's not working out. Well, I can't.
Wow.
I was very impressed.
Yeah, that's
I was very impressed.
Late night and once in the life. I like when they write your stuff. They
Oh,
write
yeah.
a movie where I had 3 lines in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't even have a line. I was in once in a life. I literally was in a pizza place, and the guy comes up and goes, "Can I get a pizza?" I go, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, get fucked." I said, "Hold on a second." And he takes the pizza. I go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he grabs me, pulls me over the counter, and beats the shit out of me. Jim Brewer is seen as once in a life.
Starring in
He was the crow and zookeeper.
the role of a lifetime.
But what about us when we're at Caroline's or something? They'll go, he's heard on Opie and Anthony, and the guy walks out. We don't even know who
Like,
it is.
who is this? I've never heard of this guy.
He might have called in one time
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a listener. You might have heard him on Opie and Anthony.
Boy, I always have to
But
do
then
that.
again, you might not have. So you might have. Is good.
True. Yeah,
you might have.
I guess
Probably
you're
didn't.
right.
Can I bring this up? The fans are. It's like going to.
Our fans.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
going to a ball game.
Yeah.
And it's like the Mets against, like, whenever there's an in-city rival team, because someone will shout something out from somewhere else, and then your team will immediately like, "Oh, and A!"
Well, we love him for
and
that.
then literally,
do love him for
and they'll
that.
go back and forth, and they'll go, all right, Jim Brewer, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show.
Fuckers.
Well, people know you from a couple
It's
different
entertaining,
places.
yes. Dude, I did the tally. I've been coming here for almost 14 years.
Come on.
Holy shit.
To this building,
13
long before we were even here.
13 years.
Opie and Anthony from NEW back in 99, the end of like 98, 99.
Yeah, but I used to have him on the BAB show, so I go
Wow.
even further back.
Oh,
than
really?
Brewer.
Yeah.
A couple times on the
Damn.
BAB show.
Back in Strong Island.
Strong Island. Wow. Hey, can I ask you something? So,
Long Island's home for rock and roll.
I'm a mere 2 years out from having to put my kid in a school, and I know you homeschool.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that might be the way to go. I don't want to deal with this shit.
Is your wife home all day?
Yeah, here and there. She's got her thing.
She's only going to be home until you get home. And here's what kids learn. Well, here's the thing with homeschooling.
Do you regret it?
Hell no.
Oh, good.
Not at all. I get to travel. We've seen the cities, worlds, countries, worlds. Like we're going fucking rocket ship. But I've spent more valuable time talking about real life with her than I ever would going to school or whatever. School is, you know, some people, yeah, some people no. You sit in a fucking classroom for 40 minutes to learn. My kid's in 2nd grade. They're shoving Ponce de Leon. Who the fuck? In 1700s, when Ponce de Leon was like,
all that shit you don't give a fuck
who gives
about.
a fuck? Teach them how to
so
fix a roof.
So one of your kids is in public school.
2 of them are. One's not.
Oh, I see.
Private, baby, private.
Oh, yeah.
2 in private.
And 1 homeschooled.
1 homeschooled. However, the homeschool one...
But you're running an experiment over
should
there?
go back.
He kind of is,
No,
right?
Let's see what
Pretty
works
much.
best.
Pretty much. But you know, at the end of the day, too, you're like, what do kids learn when you're at school? Yeah, people fight with the socialism shit. What about socialism? You're not taking your kid and sticking him in a fucking closet. My kid's around other kids more than they would at school. They're around people they want to be more. She's in a rock band. She's in 2 different music groups. She's in fucking soccer. She's in basketball. So it's not like she's not in with groups. Every weekend she's with this one. They go to the Shore House. So it's not like she's being socially fucking retarded.
Yeah.
It's
there is a stereotype of homeschool.
Yeah, it's
kids
just oh god, it's socialism.
Yeah.
No, that's for the guy who lives upstate New York and the next neighbor's 50 miles away.
Right.
Yeah, then I'd say there's a socialism problem.
We're homeschooling the children.
Right.
We don't appreciate the curriculum that they're putting our child through.
They live in a trailer out in the middle of nowhere.
If you're slow in school, they push pills now. That's everything is push pills, and that's because, you know, it's pharmaceutical. We have ways of making you think the way we want you to make.
Oh, you sound like Bill Burr now.
We have ways to make you stick to the system and to watch the television, and you stick to the social things that we shove down your throat that you will listen to. We have a plan that you must be part of the execution. They just figured out how to do it through mass medium. School makes no sense whatsoever at the end of the day. You tell me one thing, grade 0 through fucking 9, that makes any sense, that you're learning that's valuable. And don't give me the bullshit, you learn to be around other people.
No, just basic math and shit. I think... You know, and then you have to...
Plus, minus.
Yeah, you got to continue with these math classes that mean nothing when you get older.
I learned the 3 R's.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, minus, divide, multiply.
That's
Show's
all
over.
you fucking
And if you see your kids start getting fucking weird when they're little, if you start staring at airplanes a lot and shit, then yeah. Put him in school, and then he needs to start going to science because he's got a little cell that's a little off, and he needs to pursue that.
Right,
Your kid will always tell you what they want to learn about.
Right, of course.
Kids want to learn. They want to fucking learn.
They don't want to learn bullshit.
They just don't want to learn bullshit.
Do you do it like for X amount of hours a day? Is there a time schedule, or how do you do it?
No time schedule. Get up. Well, we trial and error. Trial and
How
error.
great
Jerry.
would that be?
But it
Imagine
literally,
if we were homeschooled
my God.
growing up.
Oh
How
my-
great would that have been?
Wasn't even an option.
Holy fuck.
Wasn't even
like
an
shit,
option.
math, she's done in like an hour, but she's done with like 3 chapters, where that takes 6 months in school. History, you know, the shit they're teaching you in history is such horse shit. I go, you want to learn history? Here, let's talk to grandpas in World War II and shit, and learn about the Depression. And we'll talk
history.
about it. So it's like, and everything nowadays is on your fucking phone.
Yeah.
Google, blah, 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 blah. It has 10 times the amount of information than the stupid books they're handing kids.
So why are they forcing kids to memorize shit when we
you
now have
must
Google?
be a part of the system.
Because they can't figure out how to reinvent themselves is the problem.
They can't. If they figure out how
It's
to
time to
reinvent your
reinvent the
system,
whole schooling
it
system,
really
but they're
is.
not ready to do that.
It really is.
Because if you're right, if you have access to all this info on your phone, why the fuck would you have to memorize it?
Then I'd rather send my kid to be babysat at somewhere for certain hours where I can't be around. But I'd rather them learning something they want to do instead. Let them learn
Years
something
ago,
else.
man, when you were home, years ago, when I was growing up, and you needed to know something, you were fucked.
fucked.
You were just fucked.
I had
Yes.
encyclopedias.
Even those.
Even
didn't-
then, they were so boring.
And there was some questions
Found the
that
nudie
the
pictures.
answer wasn't in the encyclopedia.
I found them.
I would
I
look for-
found them.
Yeah, that fucking.
You find them in the
Tahitian-
weirdest places, but
Tahitian
you would
girls
find them.
Look like Tahiti.
My dad
Yeah.
had him from the Philippines. And some
Right.
of the islands from his war
Yeah.
book. And there'd be a whole tribe with like big boobies.
right.
Just fucking, why stuff they do for a pen? Fascinated with a pen.
But you were fucked, but not
fucked.
anymore.
Like you didn't. I remember calling friends and going like bring, wait for it to ring 10 times because he's fucking running across the house.
No answering machines.
No
either.
answering machines. You just have to let it ring until someone picked up. And then it's like, dude, remember that movie with that guy and he was doing that thing? And you just didn't fucking get an answer.
You didn't need to know.
Nothing.
So at the end of the day, do you really? You don't even care. Who cares?
Who cares?
You need to know. We're
But
putting
now
too
it's
much
just
information here.
IMDb.
Too much.
IMDb.
But it's the direction we're going. We cannot stop.
We'll see what
We
happens.
cannot stop.
They need to do something.
As Ray Kurzweil said, eventually we will all just kind
future
of
Jimmy.
we will have whatever the next step in Google
Yes.
is. It'll anticipate what you want, and you'll be able to think it, and you'll just know it. So
Yes.
it's a which I think it's a good thing though, and I 'cause I
Yes.
also think it's a great checks and balances system because people can't get away with shit like they used to because everybody knows it immediately.
Yeah.
Like if you fuck around years and years and years ago, you get
Right.
away with a lot.
Right.
But I mean, even people in power now. Everybody is being reduced to the same level
You know
because
how
information
easy
is thrown out there.
plagiarism was years ago?
Yes, I know.
Like plagiarism.
I
was-
used an Ozzy song as a poem in fucking a sophomore in high school. I
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
it in Revelation Mother Earth like I wrote it.
Like it was yours.
and I got a B. I got a B.
They didn't like Ozzy's writing, huh?
Then I
Holy
think they knew I
shit.
stole it because I was
That's
writing
great.
choruses.
But you could plagiarize anything back then. No one fucking knew. You couldn't pop a sentence from it into a search engine and come up with the entire fucking thing that you stole.
Yeah.
Now it's like, fuck, you're fucked.
Dude, last night, my daughter asked me to help her with whatever, and she asked me this phrase. She's like, I have to define what this phrase was. And the phrase was like, and the mouse was frozen in the Panthers, whatever the fuck the phrase was. So I went, you know what? Let me Google this phrase. And the phrase shows you what book it's in, what it came from, what the origins, where it started from, a million different phrases, blah, 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 and define it. Here's how you define it.
Right.
Here's how you use it in a
There it is.
sentence. Here. I'm like, what the?
Fucking amazing.
Why does she need a book? I said, here,
Yeah.
take my phone.
It's right there.
Well, they can't even figure out how to put the fucking textbooks, in a phone. They still
Right.
got to carry the books.
Right, so
They
stupid.
can't even figure that shit out
the
yet.
Books are, I think that's a responsibility thing.
I don't know. It's
Is
just
that a
all
thing where it's
stupid.
like, you have to remember your books? Like you have to
Yes.
remember to bring them.
Yes.
It's part of the rules of just,
Sure,
this
yeah.
is your responsibility. We're teaching
Right.
you not what's in the book so much that you just got to bring the
But
book.
if you could afford an iPad, why can't you send your kid to school with an iPad and all the books are on it?
Exactly.
So you don't
Eventually
have
that
to
will
fucking-
happen. That will
Eventually
happen.
that
Well,
will
it should
happen.
happen now. We got the technology.
It's so stupid.
I see these kids, they're like 3 foot high and they got 100 pounds of books on their back.
Yeah, but then the kid will be like, I forgot my charger. And you'll be like, you knew you had to bring it.
yeah,
There'll always be something.
There'll always
Yeah.
be something.
Right.
Do you got an app? Can I borrow an app?
Well, they may not,
You're like,
they
wait
may
a
not
minute.
want you to have access to everything while you're in school either. Like if you're on
Yeah.
your iPad all the time, you wouldn't be learning your lessons. You'd probably be looking at rock and roll or whatever,
Oh boy.
or
Yeah,
clip
yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but it's obviously there's got to be
Teach-
some drastic change.
And teach real shit.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about Ponce de Leon? I wish someone taught me how to fix a toilet.
Or
how to fucking
Put a wax ring in the floor for the
Seriously.
fucking so the shitter don't leak.
Or,
or
I
how
know-
to debate with kids.
or I mean, it's probably hack, but how to do a mortgage? I didn't fucking know.
Mortgage.
yeah.
That would be a week in
Right.
school, so you
Real
know what
life-
the fuck is going
yeah.
on.
Life shit.
Life shit.
Life shit.
You don't get out of high school and go, what?
Yeah,
What am I
no.
doing?
You're not going to school. I'm going to life shit school.
Life shit.
That's what I'm doing.
How great would that be?
Life shit.
I'm in LS high
Yeah.
school. Life shit.
Yeah, life shit.
Life shit high school.
Have you heard of it?
This week I'm learning how to debate my wife, and we're going to be able to fix the backyard. Spending less than $300.
Very fucking useful.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
That's scary as a parent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ponce de Leon.
I remember we had to learn
Fuck
about
'em.
the French Revolution. Who gives a fuck?
Who cares? Who gives a
French
I
shit?
have to learn
apparently.
that shit.
You know what bothers me, and I'm sure this does. Any debater, I don't get into debates and all that shit. Whenever someone says our forefathers, you're a big forefather.
Oh boy.
Who gives a fuck? There is 400 years ago. They're not fucking around anymore. It's time for new forefathers. Okay, who says it can't be new forefathers? New fucking forefathers.
Well, the forefathers say.
Well, the forefathers are fucking dead. 300 fucking years. Bye-bye. That's it. They probably didn't wear underpants. They didn't even know what the fucking Yankees were. So who gives a shit about the forefathers? They didn't know we'd be able to Google shit. No more forefathers.
The problem with history, it's not knowing these things. It's the slant put on them when they're taught to you. Like like knowing your history is an advantage because you kind of you get a better worldview of what people had to go through. But the problem is the bias, whatever side it's coming from, that's put into it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not
Like
just the facts.
Like World War. I didn't. We just know our version.
Yeah, the Japanese don't teach. We were sneaks in World War II. They have a different spin.
What did they do? Right. What are they teaching?
They pushed us into it. We dropped bombs, and all of a sudden we're the bad guys.
Right. Well, what did blame us? We just fish. We just fishermen.
God, you're right. You're so right.
Yeah, but
and then Australians will say like we get no credit, and we're the ones that were the most important part of the World War.
Right,
and
right,
the Philippines.
yeah.
We're the ones that really won the Philippines.
I were trying to get to Australia. Yeah, they were, the Japs.
It's like we were the ones that really helped out there. Yeah, and Americans take all the credit.
Oh, you think bailed out New Guinea? It was us, eh?
Right. Yeah, sanities, humanities. I can't even say the fucking island.
We protected all the gateways to the United States. Wasn't for us, they'd have landing strips everywhere. Right. Give me a blooming onion and shut up.
Yeah.
They're known for that.
Yeah, well, they are at
That's
the
where that
Outback.
came. Yeah, that's right. Good point.
Oh, God.
Well, why don't we get out of here, man?
All
Brewers
right.
got
Let's
the-
rock and roll.
Brewers got
Brewer.
the big show in
Thanks for
Rahway.
entertaining.
Goddamn, please.
Got to meet Johnny Rotten today.
He was cool.
Tremendous.
It was
Yeah, that was
amazing.
fucking fun, man. He was great.
What else?
You touring, Jimmy?
Yeah, I got October 19th. I'm in Vegas at the Sunset Station Casino Club Madrid. And then October 25 through 27, I'm at Helium in Philly. Helium, yeah. Sure.
Helium at Hilly.
Helium, yeah. Christ.
I like that room. That's a great room.
I've never done it, but...
You never did it?
No.
Oh, my God. You're going to wreck that poor little place.
2 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, all on sale now. And then I'm also in fucking Dallas coming up. And
Minnesota.
Never been there.
Minnesota's sold out. But the Addison Improv is great.
We're in Minnesota.
It's a casino, Mystic Lake. I'm doing.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Artie and Amy Schumer and Attell.
Sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sold out.
Wow.
And then I forget where else I am.
Amy
a whole
Schumer's
bunch
on
of-
fire.
She's great. Yeah, she's doing really
yeah.
well. She's doing really well.
God, she's on fire.
And I'm roasting Anthony Bourdain tomorrow.
Ah,
But it's not televised. It's for charity.
Oh, charity.
got some good jokes.
I think so. Yeah.
Some zingers.
Yeah. A few zingers.
Some zingers.
Let me try this one. I'm going to go up and go, this guy goes around talking about other people's food. I'd like to try one of his omelets.
You got to end it with, huh?
Right?
Nothing worse than, huh?
Am I wrong?
Or maybe I'll say to Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri's going to be there. I'll be like, he looks, hey, Guy, you look drunk. What are you, sipping that sherry too much while you're cooking?
Oh, it's great stuff,
Place
Jim.
is
Save
gonna
it.
go
Save it.
nuts.
Save it, Jimmy. Just
Save
blow the
it.
load right here.
No, please. I got a bunch of them. Just going to go up there and...
Riff.
And riff
Yeah.
Just riff them.
with your zingers.
Yeah.
Brewer-
Rachel Ray, look at you.
Yeah.
Nice cankles, bitch.
Just be all fucking take it way beyond a roast.
Yeah, just getting mean and personal.
Brewer, always a pleasure, sir.
Yes, Jim.
Come back and see us soon.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. You guys have a good one.
All right, I think we're done, right?
I'm humming.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I need a shower. All right.
Oh, my God. Everywhere I go, Pizza Man.
Oh, really?
It's great, though. He's gone. But
Oh, yeah.
You?
Jim Brewer.
It's Jim
You
Brewer.
were on Saturday night. Well,
Yeah,
I know, sir.
Hey.
Goat boy.
The Opie and Anthony Show is available later today with SiriusXM On Demand. You heard about it. You've waited 4 long hours for it. Finally, the moment is at hand. After Opie and Anthony Live is coming up next. Yeah.